swear this world is getting real crazy. Man, they killing my folks. Man, they hurting my people on the daily. Bringing back Jim Crow, man, out in the world. Am I a citizen? Man, how in the world? Am I a citizen?
As always, we had a little echoes going on, but
What is that?
King Smoking in the cafe.
So we got the remix.
Say, Vicky, what's going on here?
Sound like we about to make one of them old school, with them little beat joints. Like it's a big boy.
Yeah, you sound like that though. J. Crew,
That old
That's exactly what it sounds like, cuz. That's wow. Anyways, we got there we go.
There we go.
Yeah, back in the building.
Back in the building. Shout out engineer over there. Got things.
He was kind of out in
right.
space for a minute.
So let's start this back over, man, to do this shit properly, man. Welcome to another episode of King Stable. As always, your man, Shay City.
King Smoke.
Man,
What's
we're in the
good?
building, man. What's good, man? As always, how was y'all week, man?
Actually, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. A lot of stupid motherfuckers I done encountered this week. That's about it. Made me. You know the little face slap shit some motherfuckers doing cartoons? That shit made motherfuckers do that shit a lot this week.
Like you talking like this?
Yeah, come on now. I'm just stupid shit.
Think about it.
See the motherfucker driving on the wrong side of the road. And like, the fucked up part is, you see everybody else on the side they supposed to be on waiting at the light. And you see this one motherfucker just waiting in the middle of the motherfucking lane. I'm just looking at the motherfucker like, what the fuck is you
He was
doing?
high. That's what that
He
was.
had to be.
We seen somebody laying in the middle of the road yesterday.
She's
Oh,
laying?
yeah.
Just laying there.
With her cup in her hand.
Yeah.
Oh, she was
And
going
then
through it. She was
gets-
ready to go.
This the crazy part. Then when we get up close to her, she gets up and just start dancing
Yeah,
with the cup
start
like this. I'm like, come on, yo. Yeah.
Real shit.
Weird shit.
How was your week, man?
Great. I was out in Baltimore chilling, you know what I mean, doing a little soul searching. Shout out to my homegirl, Honey, you know what I mean. I was chilling, you know what I mean. I had an awesome week. You know what I mean? I can't complain.
I think mine was all right. I mean, got a lot of clearing on my mind and shit. Feeling like, you stepping into your new self, got a couple of wisdom grades coming in. So I'm stepping into that.
You just old.
Just old.
Oh,
that's fucked
that's
up.
new too. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, I got a couple of them too coming in on the chin. I'd have plucked a couple of them out.
You see how I tried to just slide the wisdom in there, he ain't gonna let me have it.
I ain't gonna lie, I
You just
plucked
old,
mine.
that's fucked up. You see, pluck them. No, I embrace them motherfuckers, man.
Yeah,
When it gets too full, then I'll leave it. If
embracing
I
that
got
old.
one little long ass white hair, that shit coming out.
Yeah, I wanted it.
I can't do it.
Now. Let's start. We was going to talk about something. Last week we did a lot of relationship talk. We going to kind of ride that boat today, but just on our first segment, know what I mean? And I want to talk about, we didn't get on it, how the internet plays a part in the demise of like relationships, marriages in particular, but in relationships. The internet plays a huge fucking part in it. Because nowadays, it's so many different things. Number one, so many dudes can get at your women. So many women can get at you. I mean, just like that. And number two, you have people in a relationship that's not strong-minded that will watch the internet and see that they don't have in their household, and they're, it causes a lot of shit.
That make believe, and also when it comes to them DMs, it gives people the illusion that they actually have options.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, there is no other motherfucker like the one you got. You can have a motherfucker that's similar, but it ain't no motherfucker like that. And if you actually want to be with that one, to have in your mind like, well, I got these other motherfuckers in my DMs that more than likely just want one thing from you, either money, the fuck, something from you.
Right.
So it's just like people get in their heads like, why should I have to put up with which is kind of dumb. It's just like, granted, it's a limit to what people put up with. If you feel like that's something you can't put up with. But if it's like a small manageable problem, people will realize, be like, well, I don't got to deal with it because I got all these motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
You don't.
Right.
You don't really have, because the people that's in your DMs, they don't know you.
At all.
I mean, they're not trying to get at you for you. They want something, like you said, they want something out of
Something you
you.
have.
You know what I mean? And you're gonna jump into that. You're gonna mess your whole marriage up, and then you're gonna do everything. Once it's fucked up, you're gonna give everything in your power to blame everything else. No, it was you stepping out.
Mm-hmm.
It was you thinking shit was green on the other side, and it wasn't.
It's not. It's not, because especially motherfuckers, they'll see a motherfucker with like money pull up. So yeah, I fly you out. But to him, that's a small thing.
Right.
Yeah.
That was not a big obligation. Right. There's nothing. Like, I read somewhere, dude said he had a girl cheat on. It was a girl that cheated with him on her dude because her dude wasn't really able to give her that much bread when she asked for something, but he was. Mm-hmm. But he made a point that if I didn't have it like that, she wouldn't have got it at fucking all. Yeah. But her dude went out there and scrounged up the money that he had for her to give to her so she can have something. But if it was me, I wouldn't have did all that. She wouldn't have had shit.
Right. It's like, let's just say if the dude did have the money to give her a trip, but he made the decision like, nah, we're not going to do this. We're going to invest in a home, or we're going to invest in this and that. If she wanted the flashy things, let her walk. Mm-hmm. Let her walk. Let her go see that them things is not going to bring her any happiness. It's just going to make her want more shit. And at some point, whoever you're with is going to be like, yo, I'm not going to just give you all, and we're trying to build something here. Eventually, that's going to run out. Mm-hmm. I mean, because it's all about you trying to build a future together, or are you trying to build up your fucking shoe closet? That's different. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, maybe you can pass down your shoe collection because people do buy it, but I would rather pass down land and house and shit like that.
It comes with it. If you work towards it, it comes with success. Let's say if you work towards what you want, let's say at the time that you can, you want to go do the fucking hot girl summer shit, or you want to go fuck bitches down in Miami, if you do, but at the end of the day, what you really contributing to? Like, you having fun, but if you going back home, because I done seen this a lot of times, there's a lot of motherfuckers that go back home with nothing.
Yeah.
They took everything they had, went on that trip, they had the time of their life, and they come home and say, why am I depressed?
Yeah, because you did all of that.
All that for what?
to validate to other people on social media.
Yeah.
For you to take this trip, spend all of your money, take these photos, post them, and say, look what I did, and go home, and your relationship is fucked up. Mm-hmm. Your pockets is fucked up. You hate your fucking job. Your car ain't got no gas, but everybody online think you popping.
Yep.
Right.
It's bullshit. It's fake.
Yeah, that's the thing. The illusion of the internet. And the internet also pushes a lot of the stereotypes that's fucking us up.
Right, and I see it every day. Yeah. Somebody can just put up a quote. A fucking celebrity can just put up a quote that don't even have to go for everybody, and everybody think that goes for everybody in a relationship. Like, they have to go off of that because such and such shared it. Yeah. So we're going to go by that.
So you can give some advice, and you can take what the advice is. Yeah, that's some good-ass advice from right there. But at the end of the day, nobody knows y'all relationships better than y'all.
Right.
So nobody can tell you what to do in your relationships, meaning not your friends, not your girl. Now, if you go to somebody and ask for some advice on some negative shit, let's say, hey, so-and-so and this happened. 9 times out of 10, the most thing that people are going to tell you is, can you deal with it? Can't you? That's it. That's no matter how much the advice goes, like, think about it. Have y'all ever given out relationship advice and you've ever said anything besides, is you going to put up with it or you not?
Right, yeah,
that's
too.
Pretty much
no matter what it go.
It's another thing that causes conflict in relationship, because a lot of people go back and get advice from other people that's not giving you the right thing for your relationship, because that go back to what you said. Don't nobody know how your relationship go but you.
But you.
So if you go on getting advice from people and using that advice from people that ain't even in relationships or people that's not married, you're not helping your relationship. They give you
advice based off that circumstance that day, but they don't know nothing about the ins and outs of how y'all relationship really is. You know what I'm saying? Because when y'all really in the house together for real, shit ain't bad all the time.
Right.
Know what I mean? And it's hard to give advice to that because you're going to be fighting them good times when you're trying to make your next move.
Say, more people need to start more. You will be able to get better advice. Now, let's say you shouldn't always take, like, everybody's advice, But if you are going to have advice, you cannot only tell about the bad.
Yeah.
If you're a person who only goes around your friends and talk about the bad that your partner does, they're going to think the motherfucker bad. But if sometimes you talk about bad, then you also sometimes you bring up, oh, motherfucker did this and we was happy that day and shit like that, they going to be more able to say,
Yeah, they're gonna be able to view it right.
Vic figured, you
but
right.
if you only view it as bad, they gonna see it as bad and say, hey, yeah, you need to get out of that relationship. And I've seen so many relationships that's ended just like that because they only ran back and said, this is fucked up, this is fucked up, this is fucked up, this is fucked up. And then people were like, shit, that's a fucked up relationship. You need to get the fuck out of it.
Out there, yeah, putting that negative shit out there.
And don't be surprised if you got a person, a good woman or he a good dude, and all you telling your friends is they fucked up, but they can see that they do good shit, or they gonna fuck them.
Mm-hmm.
Most
they gonna
definitely.
take one way, oh, she don't want him, or he don't want him.
Right, yo.
Most definitely.
That shit happen every day.
Every day.
Every day.
Take them right up off your hands. Say, let me get that. Let me holler at you.
Right.
You don't understand, man. This internet fucking the game up, though, for everybody. Especially, like, talking about the stereotypes. Like, how can you, a man or woman, look at a post and be like, yeah, that's women right there.
Nah, that's ain't the woman you know.
I said we
That
gotta
ain't the women.
we gotta start having personal accountability. We gotta stop looking at all. We had this generalization that is what the internet done with everybody is make a general people. That's why when you look at every topic that goes on in the internet, it's either one side or this side. There's no more gray area. It's black and white. That's it. You can't make a choice. You can't be on either side. You can't agree with one part, some parts, just a tad bit of nothing. You have to either agree with all or none. It's fucked up.
The internet makes you think that we're not different.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all different people. Men are different than women. Women, like, we're supposed to be. But since we don't agree on everything, it's like, oh, you're going against. Like, nah, that's just how I see shit. That's how y'all see shit, and that's okay. Know what I mean? But we don't. Nowadays, it's not okay. It's like you're not a good dude. You're misogynist and sexist and all of that bullshit. And
Controlling and
then dudes with that motherfucking, what's that shit, simp alpha beta bullshit they be going around talking about.
I'm telling you, I think we hit on this before. I'm telling you, I seen a video. Dude, all he did was hold the door for his lady. Like, open the car door. They call him a simp. I'm like, well, god damn.
For what? For being a gentleman?
So chivalry, you don't supposed to do none of that shit no more, huh? Like, not saying that all of us do it. I'm just be real, but like, what's wrong with it?
Yeah, like, I don't feel nothing that's wrong with chivalry. Now, granted, sometimes niggas forget.
Yeah, niggas,
Right.
that is true.
Cause like somebody said it the best. Like, look, we going out fancy dinner. I might hold dough. Look, I mean, granted, you know, most time we always hold a dough for the girl. I feel like it's just like if you was raised that way, it's kind of like even when I'm at the stove, I
It's a
kind of
habit.
hold the fucking door. It's just what it is. But like certain things, just like, hey, pull up to the house,
You get out of the car.
open up a car door. We going to the goddamn CVS. We ain't got time for all that shit. Get your ass in the car.
Oh, shit.
Come in here and get this goddamn paper towels, man.
Did you know? I mean, but shit, chivalry. You know, let's say honestly, with chivalry not being as much as it was, little game for the players. If you show just a bit, I guarantee you get more draws than anything. Pull up to the girl house and don't just say I'm here, and then wait for her to come outside. Walk to the door, knock on the jump. So yeah, come on, walk to the door, open the jump for her. I guarantee you get it right then. Cheeks, immediately. You don't even matter. Cheeks, right then.
The problem is, dudes these days don't know how to be themselves. You get way more pussy just being yourself.
Yeah. Yep.
Right.
Know what
Most
I mean?
definitely.
But everybody is like carbon copies of everybody. Everybody's like imitating someone. Maybe their favorite rapper or their favorite NBA. They're trying to be something they're not.
That is a fucking
If
fact
you just
because if
be
you look at the
yourself,
world,
it is so much easier.
you look at the world, that shit is copy paste everybody.
Yeah.
I said it before. I said, why bitches got this? They've been all watching the same makeup tutorial videos. I ain't never seen a different face ever. They all got them same fucking
Lashes.
dumbass lips, fucking shit that they be having the
Oh,
same.
man.
They draw their cheekbones on and shit. Like, what the fuck?
God damn, not the cheekbones. God damn. God damn.
But that's true though. Like, and if you tell them like, yo, yeah, I guess it's sexy, I guess. But for real, after a while, once we see it so many times, it's like, I kind of like what you look like.
That
right
shit
now.
ugly, I ain't gonna lie.
I like what
Let's
you
be
look
real.
like
Like,
already.
too much of that shit look ugly as fuck.
And then cake that
and then
shit
they have
on.
nerve to put a filter over top of the shit.
So
I'm
you
confused.
You
Like,
don't look nothing real.
yeah, that shit is crazy, man.
Like, I don't understand why that is the thing.
I think it's low self-esteem.
Why is it that
Could it be that?
when a guy tells you look more beautiful without it, why is that an insult?
Because they don't see that. That's the thing. They don't believe, and that's one thing I say.
But that's a sad thing.
You
though.
cannot.
That's conditioning.
You cannot boost a person's self-esteem.
That's what I'm saying. It's low self-esteem.
But that's conditioning though, because if a woman looks in the mirror and don't see herself as beautiful like we see it, that's conditioning from a child of them seeing dolls and things on TV showing that what beauty is, and then people on the regular day-to-day not tell them they're beautiful until they get dolled up and go to the prom and do this. Them days they hear beautiful. So that's okay, all right. That's really fucking sad if you think about it.
It is. But at the same time, like even like if you have somebody that's like talking to you, you know, but if you refuse to believe it, because like I said, conditioning is a motherfucker. But also when you fight back against the conditioning and the people don't want to accept it, that's kind of one of those like weird things.
Which mean they don't want to accept it.
Like we say when it comes to like the female makeup, like they fight for that harder than anything. And when I mean not for like harder than anything, but you mean like I've literally seen them go so far as to say, well, a man with a beard is the same as makeup. And you just look at him like,
nah, it grew like that.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And then they try to use a whole.
Now I'm not against the makeup 100%. I'm just saying what makes you think that you are not beautiful without it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I ain't against it either. It's just when you weigh too much of it.
It stink. Number
And
one,
you
when
look like
weigh
you
too
got
much
about
of
the
it.
casket and shit. And then
It do look like that's what the fuck
somebody-
it is. Like you look like
just
embalmed
you just been
your
embalmed
ass.
and everything. Like you just woke up like that.
That's some fucking
Climb right out the
shit. I can't
casket.
stand it.
Easter Sunday.
Especially when they go 6 complexions brighter or darker. You be like, God damn.
Yeah.
Remember the and y'all, can we get the number at the bottom of the screen so I can matter of fact, if you in the comments and you got some opinion, definitely some women, because we 3 dudes, now I mean, at the table, now I mean, hit up the number 301-761-1040 Beltway Radio. But yeah, back to what we were talking
But
about.
everybody, a lot of these men and women, they just don't have they're not themselves. They don't, like you said, they don't know how to be.
Let's not forget the BBLs either.
I can't stand that shit.
That's more popular than anything right now. Every
But
female
once
got
again-
their ass done,
Once again, there has to be
everything done.
when you look in the mirror, you're chasing beauty. It has to be that. I mean, because if you've seen that in yourself already, what you need to enhance.
And another fucked up part is a lot of them has convinced themselves that this is not something that I've been conditioned to. This is something that I want personally for me.
Never
But
would
they
have won if
can-
you didn't see it.
But they can never explain to you why they wanted it.
Because they've
Like-
seen it.
No,
That's what everything we all
the
do.
BBL, they seen it, and also it's the attention. And they can lie and say it's not, but
Yeah, that's what it is.
what other reason would you need a bigger ass?
I mean, you mean for itself, right?
Yeah, like what other reason for self would you say, hey, I'm gonna
Attention.
put some more cake back there? It's not like it's gonna make it easier to sit, because most time for the first few months they be fucked up.
I heard that shit stink. That's what I heard. I don't know how true that is. That's what I heard. The girls at the BBLs, a lot of them stink.
Look, God damn. that's
Booty
fucked
stink.
up.
That's what I mean.
That's fucked
I
up.
don't know. I ain't
Now,
never had one
look,
with that. But
I look at it
Their
like
hips going bad.
I look at it like if you're gonna do it, whatever. But at what point are we gonna be honest with yourself and be like, yo, I got this chasing what I thought beauty was. And then now I got it, I want something else because this ain't beautiful either. Now I want something else because this ain't beautiful. Now you was already that already. Now you done fucked that up. Now I mean, now you didn't put all this extra crazy shit on it and it is what it is. The phone is having technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Comment here, I bet.
You need to have a what do you call that thing? We need to have a way to get people to see that you'll never be beautiful to everybody. No matter how much you try, and that's the problem. Everybody say they might get a few compliments from being beautiful from few people, but the few people that found them ugly hit harder.
Yeah, that's stupid to me.
Because think about it, it's a lot of motherfuckers that will fuck the shit out of Lizzo. But what you see her focusing on? The motherfuckers calling her fat.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Just like it's a million motherfuckers that will fuck shit out of a big girl. But they always say, well, nobody want no big girl. Well, it's a fucking lie. We know that's a fucking true. There's a fucking lie that is not.
You're focusing on the wrong ones.
You focus on people who don't want you, and you try to get them to want you. You try to figure out why the fuck you not happy.
Yeah. That's a fucking fact.
Right.
That's a fact.
Right. Facts.
That's fucked up too.
That's the thing. Everybody is reaching for something. They want to prove something. And that's fucked up. Like, you can't try to prove to somebody, yeah, I'm beautiful, and you're going to see me that way. Say, no, to me, you're not. And you're never going to change my view to that.
Right.
Because if I don't find you attractive, I don't find you attractive. But I guarantee with 7.5 billion motherfuckers on this world, somebody do.
Yeah.
And that's with everybody. It's a person for everybody. The thing about it is, if you keep looking in the same places and not finding them, check others.
Yeah. That would say it's on you at that point. Like, if you're a person that, like, let's just say, I'm not trying to use Lizzo as a, know what I mean, because I don't really give a shit what she does. But let's just say if she is focusing on the people that say she's fat, stop being fat if it bothers you so much. If you're going to say you're happy being fat, why does it bother you?
That
You
other
get what I'm
people
saying?
don't find
People
you.
are calling you fat. If that's what you are, then embrace it, because you are fat. That's a fact. Know what I mean? Like, but if it doesn't, if you're going to say I'm proud of it, hey, act like it did.
Yeah.
Don't let it get to you so very much.
You don't even need to acknowledge the shit.
Take a criticism.
Yeah.
It's gonna come.
That thing, no matter what you do in life, it's somebody that's gonna find you hideous, and that's okay, because you don't need that motherfucker in your life.
And that go back to the same one some of these females be trying hard for. That one dude they trying hard for could be attracted to somebody that look uglier than you, and you doing all this for what? Trying so hard for
I didn't
what?
seen many bad bitches be like, he cheated on me with somebody that looked like that. I said she had something he wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's real shit.
Yeah.
Real shit.
I said if he left you for somebody that face wise you don't believe look better than you, 9 times out of 10 he thought she looked good, or
her mind state was straight. She was into the same thing he was into, or she was gonna help him elevate in life. That looks don't mean nothing.
Right. That because shit.
It was good at the beginning. I mean, I got a girl that looked like whoop, whoop, whoop. Now what we gonna do? If you still embracing on your looks, you in the mirror all day. Yeah, I look like this. I can get whoever. You can fuck whoever. That's a fact. Cause dude ain't turning down pussy.
Right.
But what are you bringing to the table other
because
than that?
it's been plenty of females that I didn't chill with that I did not find attractive in the beginning that I end up dating.
Yeah, because you grew. Nah, I mean, yeah, I get what you're
It's
saying.
like, so you got attractive more and more every day, goddamn. I don't know what the fuck it was.
Yeah.
Motherfucking mindset and threw
Yeah,
makeup
that's what it
on that
was.
shit.
Yeah, that's a fact.
That's what we need. Make mental health be the new makeup, cause goddamn, need some good minds out there, cause that's what we missing, and that's just on both sides of the spectrum. Good mental health and good mind.
See, we had this debate the other day about when I say the internet and social media plays a huge part in the mental health space. You was under the belief that it doesn't, but it does 100%.
A lot.
Definitely being from an era where it wasn't a thing. Not saying people wasn't depressed, but the way that we wasn't consumed with so much. We was depressed about what was just in our little bubble. Now you got a lot of shit going on in your little bubble, then the outside influences world and this and that. It's too much going on. And that's why suicide and shit is like extremely
And
high.
I can say, and also people are, what's the word? Meaning you're basically confirming everybody's ideals, and that's another huge problem with the internet causing. Because that's another part of depression. Because you will go to a post and see a whole bunch of depressed, suicidal motherfuckers literally saying, "This is all right."
Would you be?
Like, you will go to a post and you see a whole bunch of suicide people like fighting about like, hey, depression, suicide, this is okay.
To be depressed?
No, to be like to be
have
depressed.
the thoughts of
Oh, to be stuck in that moment.
Yeah, to be stuck in the moment. Like, there's a lot of people that believe that they shouldn't have to heal and that people should be able to deal with that. But no,
That's not true.
that's not true. I've even seen it to the point where people sit there in relationships and say, well, if somebody can't handle all of this going on with me, then they're the problem. I said, no. If a person cares about you, they're going to want to be with you for real when you're going through all that. But if that shit starts wearing them down, that's when the shit fucks up.
yeah.
It has nothing to even really, you say you didn't brought the energy to the point where there's nothing that they can do to make you happy. You always fucking negative. So what the fuck are they going to do but sit there and either watch you go or both y'all go? Because now they in the same mental state.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a 1,000% fact.
I said we live in an era where people don't want to heal.
Yeah.
And it's not the fact that they'll say like, basically it'll be like this. They'll get out of a relationship. It'll be like a fucked up one. And instead of healing, they go get some new clothes.
Yeah,
They go
find
shopping.
comfort in things.
I'm going to go to the club. I'm going to go sleep with a whole bunch of motherfuckers. Then after they do that for about a year or so, they say, I think I'm ready for a relationship. And then that whole time, they did
Never
not
healed.
heal, not a piece of shit.
It's just numbing everything.
Yep. Getting high, getting drunk, going shopping, making yourself look good outwardly while you're dying on the inside.
Right.
Facts.
That's true.
And then when the next person, and he seen you as this bad bitch that had all the confidence and he about to get with you, and then you hit him with a switch up because you ain't none of that.
Damn. That's what I'm talking.
Yeah.
Call in.
No, they just
But that-
Beltway Radio let us know that the phones are having
Okay.
difficulties. So
Yeah, just
drop
comment.
the comment whether y'all watch it on YouTube, Twitch, Beltway Radio and Beyond.com, wherever you at. Put your comments down below. Now, when it comes to relationships, like people staying together or splitting apart, I say that a friend doesn't have a fucking say so in that.
Most definitely.
They can give advice to them about their mental state of their friend and be like, yeah, you going through whoop de woo, I don't want to see you go through that, blah blah blah. But if they stay together or leave, that's not your fucking decision, and you can't be mad at either one. If somebody get back with somebody that you think they shouldn't have been with, that's not your fucking business.
Yep.
Yeah.
Only thing
You know what
I
I'm
say,
saying?
only thing I say is, and this is a fact. I say, look, I don't want to hear your shit.
Yeah.
I'm a whole firm believer. Once I say my piece, you know what I mean? Like if I see shit fucked up and the shit keep getting fucked up and it's more fucked up, I'm just going to say,
Yeah.
that's all I can do. That's all I can do now because I said I gave my advice. And even at the end of my advice, I would say, it's on you. That's my favorite line after advice. It's on you. Because I don't want nobody to say, well, you told me. No, I said it's on you. Act on your own discretion. My advice comes from a place of what you're telling me. You have to take my advice and match it up to what the fuck you're actually going through. Not the bullshit you told me.
Yeah.
Match it up with the fuck you're going through and that's why I always say, well, I try to get, I don't try to be too nosy, but I always get the information to the point like, is it that bad? That's all I need to know. Is it that bad that you feel like you need to go? That's all I need to know. If you feel like you need to go, then go. I'm gonna say, then you go. But if you feel like you don't need to go,
But don't base it upon, like you said, the bullshit they just told you.
Bullshit.
I mean, because most time when you come to vent, you're just giving all the mad, angry stuff. Now evaluate the whole relationship. Evaluate what's really happening. Not the shit that you just mad at today and make some rash ass decision and then you're gonna regret it tomorrow type shit. They're like, nah.
we ain't gonna do all that.
And at some point, people just gotta learn to grow the fuck up. That's all it boils down to.
Communication is key.
Yeah.
I say this shit every fucking day.
Yeah.
Gotta communicate. Stop talking over each other. Stop yelling over each
Comprehension.
other and just listen. And comprehension too.
Comprehension, because can't communicate with a motherfucker.
Yeah, that
who-
can't comprehend. You right.
Yeah.
It's pointless. You just talking to yourself. Yeah, you right.
Because I know everybody in this room have been in an argument where you done said some shit that you felt was the most clear-cut shit. You done explained it for 30 minutes. You done pulled out a PowerPoint on their ass. And they still look at you and say, well, what do you mean?
Oh, that's
ain't
the
go-
worst.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't
That's
gonna lie.
the fucking worst.
That's the time that I walk away and smoke a blunt. Because in my head, I be feeling like my other uncle for me. So you stupid bitch. I don't want to do that.
God damn.
Because it's
Real
just,
shit though.
because comprehension is a motherfucker, and people gotta understand that you gotta ask questions. Like, I understand, like, don't just be like, what do you mean, and then get mad at the shit I say, and you really don't even understand what the fuck I mean, because then you start yelling at me about something that has zero to do with the fuck I just said. Nothing. They have nothing to do with what I just said at all.
People, like we said before, people don't really like to face what the real life is. They own the consequences of their actions.
Yep.
Know what I mean? It's always someone else's fault. It's always, or the internet gives them, if they can find an example of how they're living on the internet, it validates things.
Yep.
Be like, oh, I'm not doing wrong because this group of people are doing it. nah, their life is just gonna be fucked up as yours. Or maybe it worked for them in that way.
Mm-hmm.
The way you live in and how shit is set up, it don't work for you.
That go back to these books and shit about parenting and shit like that.
Yeah.
You can't
Yeah.
go off of them books 100%.
Hell no.
You can get ideas and ways to make shit better in your life or your family, but you can't base the whole book. Because
Right.
that book helped them.
Help them
They
out.
just give you ideas that maybe can help you.
Right.
So, yeah.
And fucked up part is, I'm gonna be real. It's nowhere to say that the people who wrote these motherfucking books even got kids to begin with.
That's a fact.
Like nobody look at the author and be like, did he even raise kids? Like, or is he just somebody who went to school for, let's say, psychology, never really interacted with kids, but just wrote a book based off what the fuck he studied?
It's based on believing that you can be great.
Mm-hmm.
You look at other people and people being all of other people, and they be like, "Oh, look what they did, and they're so great." You can be great. You just gotta believe it. And then when they start thinking of themselves doing it, they get depressed and be like, "No, I'm not gonna be able to do this, and I'm not gonna be able to do that."
See-
No, you got to believe that you can be just as fucking great.
I said the best motivation I can give somebody is to just remember Amazon started in somebody's garage.
Mm-hmm.
Motherfucker, if you can put dedication into your craft, now granted, I do say that a lot of the success do have a little bit of luck you gotta sprinkle in that motherfucker. Chance. Because sometimes, you know, if you get that lucky break, granted, a lot of shit can be done with hard work, but sometimes it should just be a chance. Because there's motherfuckers that was in one position for a time and they work, and the shit just didn't.
But
Just like this show, for instance, we started at the kitchen table.
No. We started it.
Well, matter of fact, before that, because y'all went back to the garage. You feel
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So,
On
yeah.
Android.
On the Android, recorded that motherfucker. Yeah, sounded
Damn,
crazy.
yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
But kept at it though. And look at us now.
Mm-hmm.
Now I mean, but you hit on something that which was really going to be what I was going to go to after the break. But you already brought it up when we was asking, does working harder really make a fucking difference? Now I mean, when people say, "Yeah, you just work at it, you work at it," but poor people work the hardest, and they just get to be poor again tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? So is that really a thing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
then
I do believe
motherfuckers-
you have to work, but
Motherfuckers say shit so casually, like it's just easy too. Like I seen one joint with dudes just like, well, if you're in the area that's too expensive, just move. Say, motherfucker, if I'm struggling here, what the fuck you mean? What makes you think? Like I'm just trying to figure out, like if I'm living paycheck to paycheck paying these bills, right? What am I supposed to do? Not pay the bills so I can afford to move? Like what the fuck am I supposed to do?
Right, yeah.
Like motherfuckers say shit so casually, and crazy thing is most people that's never really wanted for shit.
yeah, because they don't understand the struggle of things. Like people that see your job and like, oh, you make such and such and such. I'm like, dog, that's before bills, my guy. That's before bills. Like when I first started driving trucks and shit back, I don't know what, 2013, 2014 or some shit, and I noticed a shift of me just saying I drive trucks. A woman would say something back to me just like that, but she ain't understanding. It ain't what you think, back. Yeah. Go ahead and try to get in these pockets. You're going to pull back lint with me. I'm going to say, you want a piece? This one was left out the dryer, but like it ain't like what you think. It's more than what you're accustomed to. But when you add the bills and shit like that, hey, it's just the same as you. We just work in the day-to-day just like you. And you trying to steal someone else's shit, hey, if you're going to come over here and we build together now. You work somewhere, I work somewhere, we build. Or I work and you hold down. Whatever we decide, you got to bring something to the table. But if you just see me for dollars, you done lost. Your ass won't get a Happy Meal. Like, just paying for real. Like, oh, you drive trucks, don't you? What you do, babe? You don't do nothing. No, I can't do nothing for you. Can't do nothing for you.
I'm going to travel with you.
No, you ain't. No, you ain't.
I don't
No free meals.
need a hindrance. I don't need another kid.
I don't.
Damn,
That's it. It's a
I'll be
kid.
willing to pay for everything. She ain't got to bring $1 to the table if she holds down whatever the things that I lack in. If she holds down those things, I ain't got a problem. But if you just gonna free ride and do nothing, oh shit, you lost your goddamn. No. We ain't doing that.
It's crazy because, dude, I always found it weird that, like, granted, I guess it probably in some cases it is like that, but them cases where, like, the dudes pay all the bills and motherfuckers still be like, hey, you need to do something around the house. I always thought in my head, like, I guarantee that man still take trash out, shovel the goddamn driveway, cut the
That stuff
grass,
around the house.
gutter the motherfucking shit. Like, he's still doing the shit that you really don't want to fucking do. Plus paying all the bills and plus being a family man. Like, what the fuck are you complaining about? Like, I'm not gonna lie. Right now, it's probably not a man on this earth if pride, that whole manly shit aside, if they said, hey, you can sit home. Your wife gonna pay all your bills. All you gotta do is give out some dick and clean the motherfucking house. A nigga is gonna say what? So for $300, ain't gonna say a goddamn thing.
Oh no, because that is some boring shit. To watch somebody I was in between a job before, and to watch my old lady go to work and come home and I'm still in this motherfucker.
Hustle.
But
Oh,
this
my
thing,
God.
nobody
hustle
said
or
you.
something.
But this thing,
I cannot do it.
I
Oh,
nobody
my
said you
Lord.
gotta sit in that motherfucker.
That.
That's true too.
Nobody. This thing that
Yeah.
Right.
nobody
it
ever
is, it
said.
is.
I always
That's
see that. Like,
That
they
too.
be like, well, we gotta clean the house. Like, real talk. If you taking care of that crib, like I say, you clean that bitch every day.
Ain't that much cleaning in the
It's
goddamn
not. You is not spending 8-10 hours
In the
cleaning
house.
and cooking. I don't give a fuck what you doing.
No.
And then once the kids get to a certain age, ain't no watching nobody for real, for real. You know, you go in there, make your homework and shit done, but
Yeah.
for real. Like, so at the end of the day, your job gets easier at times. By the time times 10, his get harder.
I don't know about harder, easier.
No, what I
When it
mean,
comes to that, it's more of a we accept our role.
Mm-hmm.
We embraced our role. We know it's gonna be difficult to do this and do that, but we want to do it.
yeah.
There's more of a ain't got no role, ain't got to do. Yeah, we do. Because if you tell me I ain't gonna go to if I say I ain't got to go to work and I ain't paying for this, you gonna leave my ass.
Yeah.
But I accept my role. I don't feel a problem with it. I know I got to do it. But when we say, hey, we would like our woman to do such and such, they're like, I ain't got it. Well, don't be here.
That's the problem that I don't have to. You don't
I
got to do none of this shit.
I don't like the fact that those type of women are the loudest because for real, I believe there's way more women that is down to be equal with their man. But I just think that group of women are just the loudest right now.
Almost
And it
definitely.
makes
yeah.
and it just makes it look bad. You know what I mean? That's what I believe.
Most definitely, because you can find you a few wifeys out there, but also it's branches, and like I said, it's with dudes too. It's branches to this shit because you said the internet makes groups of people for each thing. So you got the women who feel like they don't have to do shit for a dude. You got the women who feel like a dude need to do everything for them. As the females, they be like, I don't want no dude doing shit for me. I got my own. And then you got the dudes like, fuck bitches, I don't need them. Then you got niggas who just like, I'll pay every bitch's bill. She don't even got a date bill, nothing like that. I'll just pay her
It's
bills.
so many.
And
so
then
many joints.
you got motherfuckers that say hey in the DMs every goddamn day. You got dudes who got girls cheat every goddamn day. You got dudes who don't. It's different
It's so
groups
many.
of people. And that's, like you said, it's one of those things where we can't
Yeah.
generalize. But like I said, loud motherfuckers is loud.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is, I tell people is, if you, real talk, are not really a part of that category of group, why do you need to defend them?
Yeah. If you ain't doing that, why are you defending? That's just like it's not like that, but it is still the same. If you in this one group, stay there and applaud that group if you been there. Because let's just take you take Beyonce. She's married. Her big hit at the time was All the Single Ladies.
Yep.
You ain't single.
Mm-hmm.
You was not
But she
single.
was
Why
promoting
didn't you
that shit.
celebrate being married? Why didn't you celebrate that? That way you have all these young girls actually looking like, hey, that is not a bad thing to do.
Yeah.
Or not even just the marriage aspect of just having a partner that helped you grow. Said the thought pockets are in. That's a fact.
You don't get to see none of the wholesomeness gets cut off. The internet don't show that much. They cut that wholesome shit off real quick.
It don't sell good.
That, like you said,
I
that's
think
why,
the internet designed to
that's
break,
why
to
Beyonce
break
did
families up anyway. Because you think about it, you can go on Facebook. They got this little app in the corner, and I ain't even know it was on there until I accidentally clicked on it. That puts you in a group of dating if you're looking for a spouse.
I seen that right
And
there.
it
But
says for
I'm
people
not,
that's breaking up, and like, why would you have that shit on the internet?
I seen that.
Like, yeah,
It's fucked up
fucked
though.
up.
Yeah.
Fucking up relationships
I don't respect cheating.
I don't either.
I don't respect it. I'm like,
I don't respect
because you
none of
can
that shit.
always
Be single.
leave.
yeah, you
Or be
made the
single.
decision, Soon as you cheated, you made a decision you didn't want them no more.
Mm-hmm.
What was the point? Just go in the other room, tell them you ain't want them no more, and go fuck the person you was about to fuck. Problem solved.
Yeah, that's it.
I
You
feel
know what I'm
like this, if you should have never been in a relationship from the jump, if you having thoughts of fucking with somebody else, you should have just stayed single.
Yeah.
That's what I don't get. Like,
I don't
if I
get
feel
you.
like I'm not the type of person that's why I thank God I ain't like that. I'm not the type of person that's gonna be sleeping around any fucking way. That's not me. I never was like that. My name not out there like that. But I don't understand some of these females and some of these dudes that get in relationships and they know they still want to be a whore. They still texting other females. They can't let go of the past relationships and other motherfuckers they was sleeping with. They still
Now-
keeping them,
Now,
still
I would
talking
say
and staying in touch with
maybe
these
not
people.
the sleeping with part.
It's crazy.
I think that's like
And cheating ain't just having sex. It could
But
be texting. It could be
I
any
would
of
say
that.
if you just getting with a person and that first month, maybe two, do not sit there and be mad that that person was texting somebody else because they was texting other people before you walked in the door. They don't know that you're forever yet.
Yep.
So they still got them in the cutting or whatever. Now, once you start grooming and seeing like, oh, this is the one, they will let them the fuck go.
Like-
That's what made them prove that you are the one. But if you texted, you knew that yesterday.
That's why niggas need to
You
court.
get what I'm saying?
Got to court a little bit more. That's that courting stage that people don't give that grace period. They be like, hey, once you talking to me, you gotta cut everybody else off
Nah,
right now.
fuck that.
And then you just be like, wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
For one, we ain't even
Because in that
dating yet.
beginning
We
stage,
just
in that
talking.
beginning stage, you still doing you kind of, but you,
Yeah, 'cause you
got
don't know
kind
who
of
that
like
was
that
gonna
one
be.
person you focusing on, but you still doing you. You still trying to figure out
Say
shit.
you want me to text only you? I don't even know your favorite color yet. Ho.
Real shit.
That's wild, cuz. Now we about to jump into a little break real quick. We're gonna get into let's get Rebirth, man. I called for a different one, but let's get KT the guy Rebirth. And then when we come back, we're gonna switch it from a relationships and get to something we can do in a minute. It's a little bit of politics and see how old is too old and how young is too young to get into politics and why. See you on the other side though, man.
Just like that, when someone comes up and says something like, I am a god, everybody says, who does he think he is? I just told you who I thought I was, a god.
Look, dressed in all white like Jesus coming. I bless dudes, no I choose, ain't sneeze or nothing. Stress dudes when I prove my bars be stunting. Can't lose, just hit cruise and keep on running. Hot dance, my feet move, my soul is something. Bars hard, don't spit lies, the sun becoming. Stay away from new folks, cause most be bumming. No goals, just turn ups through fees, they thumbing. I am stress free, I don't cry over broken promises. I just hit the weed. I stand on truth, I don't lie to a soul on this earth, cause the fuck is you gon' do to me? You getting money, but worry about what's in my pocket, so it's kinda hard to believe. I let her slide by keeping my side to myself, but if you wanna know, just say please. See, you don't want smoke with KTG. These sayings free to Supreme, come and see about me. I'm notorious, the formula is B.I.G. like TNT, kaboom, bitch, R.I.P. I am too blessed to be stressing, invest in a set that's not doing they best. When I rest into my heart, don't beat in my chest. Be my guest, join the team, you won't have no regrets. Yes, count it up, I'm talking about flows. And this song alone, I done had 3 of those. When I say I'm the best, what you mean, you suppose? KT the greatest, you got it, case closed. I be walking on beats with ease. Can't wait till the day that my message break through to the masses, cause this what they need. It's me.
Can't wait till the day that my message break through to the masses, cause this what they need. It's me. Can't wait till the day that my message break through to the masses, cause this what they need. It's me.
You, welcome back.
We back live.
There we go. Now, what the fuck we was talking about?
We talking about how old is too old and how young is too young. But let's be clear. 70, damn it. I don't give a fuck nobody say we didn't have 2 motherfuckers that's been over that age.
We had a
And
couple of them.
no, the 2 motherfuckers recently is what I'm talking about. Look, the other people, they was somewhat normal. I don't know what the fuck is up with these latest 2.
So you think 70 is too old?
Too fucking old. I feel like, for one, you too stuck in your ways. You're not with the times, and you don't have a good view on things. And also, like I said, the two motherfuckers we had, I don't give a fuck what people say. Both Trump and Biden senile than the motherfucker. They just got the different stages of that shit. Like Biden, he like that motherfucking granddad that you go over his house. He don't really know what the fuck going on. He see his family. He just smiling, happy to be in that motherfucker. Like, hey, everybody. He don't even know who the motherfuckers is. He just hi. He in a chair, happy to the bubble. But then you got Trump. He that motherfucking granddad you can't take nowhere because he's cussing everybody out and saying the most wildest shit ever. Grab him by the pussy. That was our first note that the motherfucker was too old. That's some too old shit.
God,
That's that motherfucking granddad that you done took the Hooters for the first time. He said, "Oh, good Lord."
Oh shit.
Now, but for me, I don't know about that because I look at it like now. Trump wasn't a good example because he didn't know nothing about politics. But sometimes I think a person with age been in politics so long, they know some of the writings and the articles way better than somebody young coming off the street. They don't know nothing about that. So they about to start changing shit they ain't got nothing to they don't even have the right to do. You know what I'm saying? They don't know the particulars. And a person with age that been there seasoned a little while is I think is needed.
I think the youngest should be like at least
I give it 30.
30 in your 30s.
Yeah.
I say, I
Give me
ain't gonna lie.
later in your
I
30s.
say keep it 35, 37.
That's what I was ready to say, around
35,
37.
Because,
That's what I was
you still a little, might be still in the club a little bit. You
Yeah.
know what I
That's
mean?
what I was saying.
So I say about 35, 37, maybe 40. But I say the cutoff should be like in the 70s. And like, would you say I can agree with, but I don't think that person should be president.
They should be at least get evaluated. If they mindset ain't, you know what I mean, like
Yeah.
Biden's, they can clearly see that he ain't got it all up top no more.
Dementia.
Yeah, they should cut that off. Like, all right, cause he next up in line.
And I think they need to limit a few other things after Trump. Because a lot of things weren't like foreseen when like the presidential rules were made. For instance, social media.
Yeah,
I think we need to limit presidential and people's statuses on social media.
what you
Most
mean?
definitely. Like,
Because of the influence that they can do.
influence they can do, and also, like I said, with Trump saying shit that he ain't even supposed to say
Yeah,
on Twitter,
yeah,
like it out fucking Twitter.
And people retweeting.
yeah, and then because
There's no way to delete it now.
and you can become this cult leader type. Know what I mean, because there's
Real
huge social
easy.
media influence. Yeah, when you need to be handling your fucking business up in the White House.
So let's be real. Trump did not do nothing but what you call that shit? Run for president for all 4 years of his
So like
presidency.
campaign the whole
Campaign the whole fucking time. I've never seen somebody still having rallies and all this. When the fuck is you working? That's what everybody say. He the most hard working president. When?
Yeah.
This motherfucker go here, have a rally, there, have a rally. This nigga had a rally like every week.
I seen things where I heard Trump say some real shit, and I actually agree with him, and then he'll say some follow it up with some of the most extreme,
He's a narcissist.
crazy shit. I'm like, see, you can't fuck with him.
That's what I say.
cuz.
That's that senile shit. That nigga too old.
You heard this joint when he was talking about black folks built America and
Yeah, I seen that.
how they didn't give us our credit and all
yeah,
that.
yeah, but I think that's pandering.
Yeah, it is. Because when he said my black guy, it was kind of
Yeah, because he seen.
Did
I
you
seen
see the
some
girl
of
in the back with the tracks, but that was standing behind him? Like they made sure they put her in there.
Yeah, but I guarantee his
back.
PR team
crazy.
seen her when she got her ticket. Like, hey man,
We
Right
need
here.
you staying right here.
stay right here.
yeah, right here.
I mean, that just
Say we got the
You
niggas
look,
in the
you look
building.
ghetto enough staying right here.
We
Yeah, that's
got them
smart
in
business.
the building.
Yeah.
The same with motherfucking Biden them on their knees and they kente scarves and shit. I ain't gonna lie, I hate that shit. Every time I see the motherfucking photo, it pisses me off.
of who.
Biden and them and they kente scars had helped him get his old ass up.
God
Yeah,
damn.
yeah. Like the thing is, like that's what they was pandering.
Pandering like
I
a
mean,
motherfucker.
that's what I think Trump is doing. He's pandering when he say, "Oh, you're finally getting your credit because he knows he needs this vote."
That's because
Because
Republicans.
a lot of Republicans that voted for him before, it kind of fell off of him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he still got a huge base. Don't get it wrong, but a lot of them like, they don't like Biden for sure. But
Mm-hmm.
they kind of fell off of Trump, so he gonna need some of us to ride with him. You're like, you didn't get your credit. That's one thing to say it. Give me some legislation to prove you really feel like that.
Most definitely.
Now, I mean, You feel like that for real? Put it
He
on
did
paper.
cut them checks though.
Y'all keep saying that shit.
He did cut
The
them.
government
not.
passed that.
He did.
I'm just fucking.
His signature was there.
Let's be real. The Democrats and Republicans, for real, are like the Twix company. You got the right Twix, left Twix. That's it.
But it's the same shit.
Same shit. They cascade the cookie. They spread. It is the same motherfucking shit.
Not a taste different at all. And I got a left. Nigga, it's the same shit.
But yeah,
But
that's exactly what
It's smart business.
that's exactly what the government is right now. Because one side knows they can pander, and if we fighting each other, they ain't got to do shit. They can pass whatever the fuck they want because they could just say, "Well, it's the Democrats' fault." Well, no, it's the Republicans' fault, and then we like, "Well, it's your fault," and then they like, "No, it's their
But
fault."
none of them
That's why
titles
that's
really
why I'm
mean
independent.
nothing.
That's why I'm independent.
Them titles
I'm
mean-
not
don't mean
in-
shit.
Don't mean shit. For real. If we want to be honest, especially like in the Republican news, that's why I find that shit hypocritical. They don't push that part of the Constitution and what the forefathers and shit was saying when they said they didn't want political parties. They ain't push that part. They don't push that part at all.
In the comments, it got, how do y'all feel about Lil Wayne and Kodak Black paying Trump for pardons? I think it's fucking genius.
Most definitely.
If I got a chance to not go to jail or get
yeah,
out
I'd
of
have paid
jail,
that shit
and
too.
all I got to do is pay the money, and I got it.
I don't see nothing wrong with it.
Shit, this nigga
Get
must.
me out this
This
box.
nigga ain't never played Monopoly. Whoever had that.
No,
Who
that
had-
was, ooh, you see how you do? That's your mouth. See?
I'm sorry, mama.
Oh shit!
See, this happened. You're not in the
You
live.
ain't never played. You ain't never played Monopoly, mama.
You gotta.
There he went in.
But yeah, I think it's smart. Know what I mean? Because it's like, shit,
I would have did that shit.
I would have.
Real
Get me
quick.
out this box. See, Wayne, he didn't even have to go to jail. He got pardoned.
I would have shot a video with Trump and everything. Shit.
See, Wayne did that. Remember, he could
Right.
send the pictures with him and shit.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, oh, he cooning. I'm like, shit, that's smart. That's a
Right.
photo op. I ain't going to jail. I don't like the nigga, but look,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
going the fuck on. But does that picture when Trump put it out show his base that I got black people riding with me? Then you gonna have a lot of Lil Wayne fans, but like, oh, he does ride with Trump. So the influence is a little fucked up. But for freedom's sake, oh yes, I might pay that money, get me out this box.
It's not too much things that people gonna do for their freedom and survival. Let's be real.
No, there's a couple things.
There's a lot of things people wouldn't. I mean, not wouldn't do, but there's a lot of shit.
Yeah,
people
for their
would do.
freedom.
For their freedom and
'Cause
survival,
that's
it's a lot of
different. Yeah,
things.
because that's different than just for money. You know what I mean, there's a lot of things I wouldn't do just for money, but for my freedom and survival, yeah. That's a fact. That's a fact. But yeah, so we all in agreement on that one.
Yeah.
Now she also said 30 to 40 years old is a good age. I still think it should be a little older because it give them a little while. Not to begin in politics, but at least be able to run president.
I say for president, like we just president. Yeah, I think it should be 40, 50, 60.
Have a little some miles under you in this, because we seen a nigga that just came off the street. Now I mean Trump, and he was just doing anything. He ain't know about none of these policies yesterday.
But 40, 50,
Would you vote
60.
for Kanye West?
Nah, and I fuck with Kanye West.
Yeah.
But as the president,
Yeah,
No.
that'd scare me right there.
yeah,
I can't deal with impulsive shit.
yeah.
That impulsive shit. That's the reason I really didn't like Trump. I didn't like that impulsive shit because it's just that it don't make me feel secure
Yeah,
at all.
you'll just say something just like
Because
that.
a lot of people be like, oh, well, he was doing a lot of things to, like, you know, help the economy and shit like that. A lot of, like I said, I looked at a lot of shit he was doing. He was doing some good. But honestly, my biggest fear with Trump, for real, was his foreign policy. Because looking at that shit was awful.
Now
It was awful.
here domestically. He did a lot of good. They say, know what I mean, which he did on paper, but also on paper they was like kind of disguises. You know what I mean? He could do this great thing, and then underneath he's fucking over everybody for real. Because he a businessman. So if I got to show you, I gave you a little something to get a bigger chip on the back end, he's gonna do it, and that's basically what he was doing.
And that's why I like when people was like, well, we'll see. When he was like, he need to run America like a business. I'm like, nah.
I mean, it does have to be ran like a business.
No,
'cause it is a business.
to an extent. Because what is something that the business don't give a fuck about?
The people.
Exactly.
But that's us again as people at this table. We're not gonna sit here and lie and see that we are just people in America. Like what they do in the government, we want them to care. We want them to care. But in the real world, they don't give a flying fuck. You're just a piece. Now what we can control is how we move within it. That's about it. But what they want to do, they're gonna do.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like
As long as division is the thing.
can you think of any president that came along and said I was going to do this and actually did it?
No.
They did what they wanted to do. At the end of the day, I mean, we just think we get these participation points and shit, but
That's what I say. I say as long as America's
why I
divided,
don't
that's the
vote.
only reason that shit works.
I ain't gonna lie, I
Because
don't vote.
I only vote for one reason. I mean, I feel like people died for it and they fought for it, so why not?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go stand in this line because I know it pissed a lot of people off for me to be in this line. So I'm gonna go stand in this line. And while I'm gonna be in this line, I might as well look up and see who I like. Now, I mean, hey, you could be Republican, Democrat. I don't give a flying fuck about none of that. If you seem like you might be for the people, I'm gonna vote for you.
We need Eric Mays in there.
Yeah, I agree.
I wouldn't vote for him for president.
Yes, I would.
I would.
He could be like,
You out of order. Point of order. He be carrying the news crew and everything. You out of order. I love that shit. I ain't lying.
That should be entertaining.
yeah. Says 65 is the cutoff for a president if 65 is the retirement age. That does make sense, though, because a lot of jobs say Number one, let's get to it. Why? That's disrespectful. You want a motherfucker work till they're 60-5 before they can retire?
Yeah, that's some fuck
Man, you
shit.
seen that old
the
ass police
fuck?
officer we seen yesterday?
Oh yeah, I was like, damn.
I was like, I know he let people run.
I would have just
He
ran.
ain't
I would
chasing
have dipped
nobody.
off on him because he ain't catching
He was old as shit.
What?
he's
He old as shit, cuz. I was like, this man should be retired when I
Yeah.
seen him. He was out there doing traffic stops and everything.
That's disrespectful to tell somebody that they need to work till they're 65. That's a long time.
And look, they don't even get a chance to enjoy their body. Not
Yeah.
once. Because as soon as they're 65, hit 9 times out of 10, you didn't fuck that shit
I
up
know
through
a
your work
woman.
years already.
I'm not gonna lie. I know a woman that was a little older than that. I used to work with at Roy Rogers, and she used to be on the fries. And everybody told me she'd been there for years. Ever since she was a young girl from high school, she'd been working there her whole life.
That's fucked up.
And I'm like, God.
Walmart do the older people messed up too. Make them.
She died working in there too.
You gonna
She
take
never
older
retired.
people and tell them to stand on their feet all day as my greeter at the door. I'm like, man, this is a fucked up position. They do it because they need it. You know what I mean? But that's fucked
You
up.
talking about Walmart?
Yeah. I always think about it. I'm like, how long they been standing in this one goddamn spot?
3 ass.
Like, what the
I ain't gonna lie, that motherfucking Walmart floor fucking hard. That's some hard ass shit. I said, y'all need to get some motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck how many doctor shows you wear. You stand on that floor about 2-3 days, you gonna go home like,
And they older.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's- I know
America
that.
really don't give a fuck about our elders for real, for real.
because they know they're a losing workforce, so there's no need.
Yeah. Because
I know this may not have nothing to do with the conversation, but I always wanted to ask this shit. When is a time you think people should stop driving? They should take older folks off the road.
I talk about this a lot.
Real shit.
When they motherfucking reaction speed go down.
Because I hate when I'm on the interstate and somebody's in front of me doing 45. I'm like, all right, you passed that time, grandma.
And
Go ahead, grandma.
Get up beside them, they got them dark shades on the block the sun, they
Yeah.
riding like this.
Now, are they in the right? Yeah, because every speed limit sign has a minimum. Now, I mean, that's just what we see as the limit. Now, I mean, so they can do it, but go home, grandma. You holding shit up. Like, get your son to take you, your grand. Like, what's going on? I think it should be limited though,
Yeah, it
because
should
they,
be.
like you said, their reaction time ain't the greatest.
So they
Right now.
if they get in an accident, they don't have that.
Right.
Yeah.
I think at a
I
certain,
would expect.
I think at a certain age they should go get
I
a
would
test.
expected that shit.
I think at a certain age they should go redo their tests over again. Get their eyes checked and all that shit.
Yeah.
And if they don't qualify, then they take their license away
Yeah.
from them. That's
Yeah,
what
because
I agree with.
but it is a little fucked up though, because if she want to go, she want to go. Like grandma, like I gotta go to the grocery
Uber,
store and
got all that shit.
But I do think they need to start doing checks because a lot of times, especially with areas of like mental health and mental decline with older people, when the signs start, it's not really easy to tell. And especially like you said, we know it's a lot of older folks that's still out here working a regular life and doing everything that they got to do, and shit, they don't even got kids that's in state. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden, if they start to slip and nobody outwardly notice,
Yeah.
and then they out there, like I said, certain tests need to be done at a certain age. Not to say this is bad, but it's just like a preventative measure
Yep,
from shit
eyes
happening.
and reaction time is the main thing.
Because that eliminate somebody dying behind the wheel. And
Because we don't want them to die either. It's a lot that goes on with that.
yeah, that's a fact.
Can save a life. So DMV, anybody work at the DMV, I think y'all should try that.
Man, DMV don't
What's
give
the
a fuck.
age?
yeah,
What's
yeah.
the age limit you think they should get tested? Like 60 something?
Same retirement age then, 65.
Yeah, like 65. Yeah.
Go get that shit reevaluated. Shit, I wouldn't even mind doing that shit myself. Like, shit.
I be pissed off I gotta go back in there all the time. Ain't even gonna lie. Staying in this motherfucking DMV all the time.
I wouldn't.
Like, man.
I'd be an old motherfucker with no license.
Saying, nigga, I drove up here. Yeah, I can drive. I'm good.
Look,
The fuck what's going on, man?
I ain't gonna lie. I'd be the one older motherfucker. Your license has been suspended for 60 years.
So I got a car.
Mm-hmm.
I can drive that motherfucker.
You got some old people like that too.
Yeah.
Ain't worrying about that.
So-
Shit, what if they're gonna do? Put them in jail?
Yeah.
That's a fact, too. Now, so too young was what age for politics?
35.
35, 37 should be the age.
Age for
Yeah,
politics.
that shit. I'm honestly on the border of 40. I feel like 40, you at your mood where you not too old to be stuck in any type of way, but you young enough to still be able to relate somewhat.
Yeah, to the younger crowd because
So
you
you-
got to listen to some of their opinions and shit because they're the ones coming up in the era of your previous people's policies.
Because you got people who are, I say, not to say be mad, but like in that 40, 50 area range, you're at that age where you still got that. You got the older people who've experienced everything and they're from a different time. And then you got the newer generation who are growing up in a world that if you're the leader of that world, you're building for them. So you
Yeah.
need to have that in between to be able to do that because at the end of the day, your decisions are going to more heavily affect them
Yeah.
than it's going to
Shit,
affect
the
that
policies
one.
that the people put out today don't really affect us today. It affects the ones that come beyond because it takes a while for your policy to go into effect. So our kids are really going to reap all the bullshit that came from the presidents of today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're just the ones that's arguing about should it be in law and should it not be, even though we can argue our blue in the face. When they want to sign it, all that is
it's
to
a
pick up a
wrap.
pen.
Shit, we
Like,
still being
man,
affected by motherfucking Jim Crow era laws.
That's one of the
Yeah.
things that America gets to turn a blind eye to. You know what I mean? It was like, well, we gave them enough, so all this goddamn complaining, just be happy with what you have.
And the wild shit is, you know, people that say that shit too.
Yeah, their money. That's like I said, all that lying to ourselves. We know that we are their money. If we all just stop going to work today, not period, meaning like you have grocery stores, you have restaurants, you have hospitals, you have all that these black and brown people work at. If we all say, all right, tomorrow we're not going to these buildings to do this job, but we're still going.
just do that.
But I'm saying we're not going to go to these buildings to do this job, but we're still going to do this job tomorrow. We're just going to do it over there. Matter of fact, in the park, we're going to be setting up a hospital. We're just going to do it over there. You're still going to work. Nothing would change for us. It would just change for them, their money, because we are their money. And we would, poof, shut this shit down just like that, and ours would boom overnight. But we don't believe that we're that great.
The crazy thing is, they literally just did that shit in Florida. Same shit.
That's why I say Kanye West proved to a lot of motherfuckers this year. Like that, they should look at that. Like he actually, like his whole situation, like he lost some money just by sacrificing something because.
But that's the thing. They made it so big, and the people like in the media and entertainers, I don't understand how they was able to make that so big. He lost such and such. He never had that. That's how much his deal was worth. That was never in his bank account. So what did he really lose?
Yeah, I mean that's what he could have had.
Yeah, that's
at
what he
the
could have.
time. Yeah,
Like, so what did he really lose? You can't lose what you never had.
but he wasn't worrying about that. The point he was trying to make was like, I am that nigga.
Yeah, that's
And
it.
y'all not who you think you are, and if it wasn't for me, y'all wouldn't be who you are. And that's he proved that point this year.
He did though.
So I applaud to him for that.
People need to start
Real
taking
shit.
that method. That's it the same way it worked. And like honestly, I done seen that shit work.
A lot of these artists with labels too can do that shit, but they scared to do it.
Once you sign that contract, you pretty much bind to that contract. Now, I respect Kanye because he like, man, fuck that. I'm my boss. I make the records. I do that. I don't need a manager for this. I don't need.
I'm the one making the records.
Now I mean, so I respect that. Do he say dumb shit? Yeah, he say dumb shit. Know what I mean? But I'm not looking for my entertainer to be this next prophet.
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying? Like,
Say his art is his art.
yeah, we hold Kanye West at a higher standard than the president. The president say way worse shit, and we'll go off on Kanye for the like. He's an artist. Like, why you hold the president to a higher standard? Like, he the one shouldn't be fucking up. He
Falling
controlling our
asleep and
lives.
shit, yeah.
Kanye West ain't
But
do nothing but put another album
That's
out.
what the entertainers, the sports teams, that's what all that shit is for. That's literally what all of it's for. Even if you go back to Roman times, because poverty, food shortages, people didn't have shit, government was fucking up. In order to stop people from complaining, they made the Coliseum.
Yep.
That's a
Give them
fact.
some entertainment.
Give them entertainment, let them look at that shit. And then now, what they do for the entertainment is because they noticed that after a while, that shit don't work. So what they did was they gave the entertainments publicity dramas.
Mm-hmm.
And now that we got social media, that made them publicity dramas work thousands of times better. Because right now, you can have on the internet, we're going to war. The baby just called somebody gay. Oh my God, the baby just called somebody gay.
Yeah.
And then now, everybody more focused on that shit. And fuck the part that said, we're going to war. I mean, back in the day, they used to do that shit on the news where they say, oh, the firehouse just had puppies. Then you see that little red line go fast in the motherfucker across screen saying the worst fucking news
In
you've
a bomb
ever
of
read.
3 cities. With some fucking firehouse puppies.
That's
You damn sure right too.
that's a fact, though, man.
They like to lie to people, man. They like to, they not really lie. They like to show you the truth and then show you some bullshit at the same time.
We
Like a magician.
ain't gonna say they like to show people. It's us, man. We gotta realize, as black people, we consume a lot of dumb shit.
Yeah.
They do it to us because they know it's gonna work. We show them all day long that we're entertained by dumb shit. We're like that, like you put the little yarn in front of the cat, and we're like, ooh, that we do that. That's what it seems like we do because they give us a bunch of crumbs and we just get celebrated by it. Nike can sign, I don't know, like some NBA guy right now. We're gonna be ecstatic. Nike ain't gonna do nothing for your neighborhood, no charity.
Yeah, they
Like,
took all
ain't
their
doing
shit
none
out of
that.
here and said, we're going to go get slave labor.
They're like,
That's exactly what the
but
fuck
we'll
they
be
did.
so fucking happy.
They took all black money and went and got slave labor.
Like Beyonce just signed a $99 million deal. I respect that. That's dope. I wish I could do that. But is she gonna do anything for your so-called free ass? No.
No.
No. Why do I give a fuck? Like, is she still gonna get in her car, her Sprint, whatever she do, ride past every single neighborhood, knowing that one, and that one, she can buy it all. This whole block. But you're gonna ride through there, go to this stadium knowing that this stadium is gonna get full. You got all these poor people dollars and you get your ticket's $300. You just took $300 from a poor person. And you just seen where the fuck they come from. But since you so big, they're gonna bust their ass to get that little $300 to come see you. But they couldn't afford that shit.
And
They
then-
couldn't afford that shit.
And then make a song about poor people.
Yeah. That is okay and he's going to be all right. Nah, you didn't drop the ball. We wasn't screaming for freedom for you to get and say, nah, I got it. And you don't. That's bullshit. I believe
And that's
like,
what the rap game is
right.
nowadays. That's literally all it is. It's just like, I got more money than you, and I'm a drug addict.
yeah, that's pretty.
It's basically rich people taunting a bunch of broke motherfuckers.
But the
And the
broke
broke
people
motherfuckers paying for it.
paying for it.
And that's what motherfuckers be saying shit that it be the wildest shit to me. I seen the motherfucker. I don't really compare checks, but I've literally had a motherfucker that don't make anywhere close to what I do tell me, if you broke, just say that. Because I said, I refuse to go to a club and buy a bottle.
It's dumb.
Yeah, that is dumb. When you can go to the liquor store before you get to the club and get some cups and you can be
Fucked up.
back and forth like this out that joint.
Shit. Yeah.
I might get a little beer from the bar or something like that, but ain't
But-
nobody going that far with no.
It's just like,
I feel where you coming from.
But why not just
we pushing
Go,
this,
go.
if you broke, just say that, because a person doesn't choose to spend money
Nah, they
for one
being
they don't
smart.
have.
And budgeting.
They don't have. You spending money that you technically don't have.
Hey,
Yeah. People don't do that a lot of people don't do that when they get their money. Like, say if your check says this amount, but you know that 700 going to this, 300 going to that. You ain't got that number that's on that paper, man. Go ahead and put your subtractions in. That's what you have. But people will go out there and spend that whole check and be like, damn, no, you ain't had that money, man.
Shit, I done got to
They
the
don't
point where I can
yours no more.
subtract my hours when I clock out every day. I said, shit, I already know. I be knowing my check already. I done got to the point I don't even need taxes to tell me. I be right on the money, maybe like a few dollars off every motherfucking time.
Taxes is some bullshit.
It really is, because I don't give a fuck. I hate that shit. Motherfuckers make you work overtime, and then you look at shit like, they done took $600-700, goddammit.
They tax you more on overtime. You know what I mean?
the
That's
more
the
you
dumb
make,
shit.
the more they take.
Yes, let's go. Taxes is bullshit, though. I think we should start a challenge, a protest, or whatever, that to end that income tax.
A lot of people didn't know, but that shit was supposed to end after World War II. That's what that shit was supposed to fund.
It should have, because it's like, yo, how the fuck are you telling me you got paid because I yawned and brushed my teeth this morning?
Mm-hmm.
I got up and went here and put in my hard work. How did you get paid for that?
And then I got to pay both of these motherfuckers. They don't want to be the same government.
Yeah. I got to pay the state. Then I got to pay the federal.
Just think about how much money people will make on their checks if they cut that shit.
That's God. And
You'll
they
get 100%
give
of
you
your
the
money.
illusion, this the number, this what you could have had, Nick, but I'm going to take that. That's what you really got. That's fucked up.
And then I'm going to give you some of it back on your refund.
Oh, then I'm going to give you a percent, like 3%. That's what it feel like anyways.
0.5.
Yeah. And it's just bullshit. Nah, I mean, I don't think.
And then I hate looking at my taxes and that shit ain't going no goddamn well. Especially when you look at like state taxes, you can see that shit getting ate the fuck up, and then you look at the roads, the school systems, all that shit. You be looking at that shit like, the fuck is y'all paying for?
Did y'all know that the lottery was actually supposed to have been the money? They created the lottery because they needed something to fund, the roads, the school system, shit like that. So they created this lottery system that we're going to, buy into, and they're going to use that money for that. That ain't even the case now. They don't use it for none of that shit.
Just go right in your pocket.
But, hey, the things that we allow the government to do. Because we're good at blaming the regular people. I mean, they'll look at the neighborhood and say, black people are the destructive of that neighborhood. Say, no, black people was paying taxes in that neighborhood too. They ain't putting the money in that neighborhood and fixing it up like they're supposed to. We don't have the construction sites and this that they bring into your white ass neighborhood and build up. And that's not, I'm not just going to say it's just only white people. It's the people that be like, even immigrants get to come here and they blame black people, say they're just lazy. No, they give y'all that stuff so much easier than us. Now, I'm not saying that we cannot obtain it, but we got to jump through
Some of them be
many
getting
hoops.
stamps and shit with no green card. And shit.
You know what I'm saying? We got to jump through so many hoops to get it because we are the labor force. Like when you have a government, you need that lower layer labor class. That's where Americans' money came from. It came from slavery. So they needed that still to go. You know what I mean? And that's what we are today, the labor class.
They make us the lowest of classes, which, as we know, poverty breeds what? Crime. So, since it breeds crime, we're going to make it so bad. So now, the only time that slavery is legal is when you get locked up. It becomes absolutely legal then. So now, when you look at the fucking prison system, you're like, oh, makes fucking sense why we make up majority of the fucking population.
Yeah, because it's still the same thing. I don't see how people don't look at the prison system and not see it as slavery. I don't understand how that happens. Of course, it's not the whips and the chain. Well, it is the chain.
Because if you can convince people that they're just bad. Not the crazy thing is, to me, if you was like saying like, hey, the serial killers and the motherfucking rapists is bad, make them niggas work. I wouldn't give a fuck too much. But you got motherfuckers in there for little shit.
Yeah, majority of people in jail is in there for non-violent crimes. I mean, most of it is non-violent shit.
And then you just getting straight bank off these niggas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the people we was talking about. We mentioned Amazon. They got warehouses where prisoners are working, making like 13 cents a day. Walmart's, all these motherfuckers got warehouses where prisoners are working, and they're making all this shit and getting like 13 cents a day. Or some of them is like getting free, which is unfucking fair, because if I had a business and I made you my employee, I got to pay taxes. I got to pay you a fair wage. Matter of fact, there's a minimum wage that I have to pay you. Why is that way? That seems illegal to me.
It is.
They got an unfair advantage. Or say what it is, it's fucking slavery. Because
When you locked up anyway, you don't have no rights.
So call it
All
slavery.
that shit is ripped
It's
away
slavery.
from
That's
you.
slavery, right? Because a
That's exactly
slave
what it
doesn't have rights. So
But they put this
say-
shit right in the 13th Amendment, and the crazy thing is they did it for that exact reason. Because there's no other reason that you would put unless you're a criminal. And then now, people got in this mindset is when you think criminal is just automatically a bad person. When in reality, nigga, if you jaywalk, you a fucking criminal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In the eyes of the law.
any law you break, they label you a criminal. It
Yeah.
can be the dumbest shit.
That's a fact.
But
A
once
pack of
you
gum.
but if you get labeled a criminal, that's how the media and shit like that like pushes the shit so easily, because that's how when it comes to like black people, when it comes to like the police shootings and shit, how they just drag us through the fucking mud. They can say the smallest shit. And it don't matter what the fuck the cop did after that.
What
He
you
was
mean?
a criminal.
Yeah.
and everything goes out the window. And the crazy thing is, motherfucker don't even gotta be a criminal. He could just have behavior that other criminals have. Motherfucker can be just a regular nigga. He got his hoodie on, posing up with his homeboys. Mm-hmm. Well, he was a criminal. He was throwing up gang signs. Nigga put up the OK symbol. He ain't do shit.
Indeed. That's funny. Now, in America, criminal, you know, being deemed a criminal is based upon what, you know, they think is legal at the time. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because all these weed spots popping up, I mean, they ain't nothing but the dope boy on the block. All they did was arrest the dope boy off the block, put a building in his spot, and say, there we go.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That's fucked up.
They said, well, you was making money that we couldn't make, so we don't fuck with it.
Mm-hmm. Lock them up, which is bullshit.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's why I say every CVS pharmacy and anything like that, that's a government trap house.
I mean, shit, they did the same thing.
It is.
They
man.
checked it out they did it with dispensaries and the CVS's putting all basically the same drugs that was on the street back in the day, right up in there. And now they doing the same thing with prostitution with OnlyFans.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a fact.
They said, how can we
the government taxing prostitution. That's the fact.
I heard something about strippers too. They was gonna start taxing strippers too.
It's a guy out there right now.
That's the shit I heard. I don't know if it's true.
Bank. I think this is the most fucked up thing in the world that he's doing. But it's a way to make money. He know that all them girls down in Atlanta, Miami, and all that making all this money stripping, but he know that they're not paying no taxes at the end of the day. So all he does is report them. And he know if he report them, he might get $12,000. He might get $15,000 right here. So all he doing is following these girls and these James and then reporting them. That's fucked.
For tax fraud, that's fucked.
that is grimy. But I know his pockets is fat.
I'm about to go start.
Check this nigga out.
Yeah, I'm about to go get my little bonder right now.
That shit?
What's your name? Kimmy. They call you Kimmy. I got you.
Shit, don't let me be working at a McDonald's, see the motherfuckers. Oh, you taking some money off? All right. You ain't tax, goddamn. I'm finna $1049.99 on your ass.
Not fucking with you, man.
Get that bread.
Anyways, man, we about to go into a quick break, man. We're gonna get into this Pray For Me, man. And then we're gonna come back and Jumbo.
AJK.
My daddy keep calling my phone, don't wanna talk. Nah, niggas get filled with greed and fall apart. Yep. Your words ain't matching your title, so I depart. A lot of niggas all for self, ain't got no heart.
Ain't got no heart.
That's why I'm solo when I'm dolo. Yeah. Just me and my girlfriend, middle finger to the popo. I'm driving with no L, switching lanes, ducking popo. Yeah. Blowing on the fatty, keep the blicky on the low. High as hell, wasting liquor on the gas pedal. Cruising through the night, trying to duck the devil. Tucked behind the tent, looking like a rebel. Looking for a spot because I'm trying to settle. Pray for me, pray for me. Down ass queen, I bet she kill for me. She been up off the steps, she in the field with me. And if a nigga she make a meal with me. I'm trying to do my best. And I say it from the heart, I say it with my chest. And I'm trying to set examples so my soul can rest. And I wanna see my kids succeed at their best. Yeah, me and my mama, we ain't beefing now. No, because she found new love, we got a bond now. Yeah. When it comes to my kids, yeah, that's my all now. And everything I accomplish, hope it don't fall down. Pray for me.
Mama, pray for me. Mama, won't you pray for me? Yeah, yeah. Sister, pray for me. Sister, won't you pray for me? Yeah, yeah.
JK.
Cause I'ma do me. Cause I'ma do me. Cause I'ma do me. Yeah, yeah. Cause I'ma do me. Cause I'ma do me. Cause I'ma do me.
Once upon a time, not too long ago, bro was looking like a bum at the liquor store. Now I let my money grow like a cinder roll, collecting 200 boy before I even roll. But back then, while D-boys on the block playing Pac-Man, we was fighting for the crumbs or the scraps in. Pull them out, that's a mic for the night in. That's a nightmare. Goddamn. Whole team, Mike Fam, Tyson, King Will, I am. Niggas ran in the crib, man, it was broad day. Never knew the nigga name, can't forget the face. Oh shit, it's fucking trendy, yeah, they copping that. Bunch of grown ass kids playing copycat. Copy that, shit so sad, where your morals at? Stand up for the squad, it's the squad that I'm reppin' black. What happened to Black Pride? The homicide rise while they shipping them inside. Lynching them outside, get mad, just keep it quiet. Show it a million times, see peace for the genocide. Damn, type of shit that they say. The type of shit that they say. The type of shit that they say. Mama, pray for me. Mama, pray for me.
Pray for me. Mama, pray for me. Mama, won't you pray for me? Yeah, yeah. Sister, pray for me. Sister, won't you pray for me? Yeah, yeah. Cause I'ma do me. Cause I'ma do me. Cause I'ma do me. Yeah, yeah. Cause I'ma do me. Cause I'ma do me. Cause I'ma do me.
What's good? What's good? What's good? Welcome back to another episode of Kick. Oh no, I done fucked up.
Yeah,
that.
damn.
You
didn't hop back to the beginning of the shit.
Jake. But anyways, man, thank y'all for pulling up the King City, man. As always, that was Pray For Me with King City Banged right there. Y'all go download that everywhere. Now, what we about to get into is, what'd you say?
Pussy.
I said sex.
No,
You just said pussy.
No,
but sex and in every way, like meaning like how quick. What you say? How quick we give it away? How much is needed in the relationship? Why can it be sold so quickly? All of that. Break that down. Break that down.
So first thing I want to get to it is how sex now is kind of sold as just something that's like passive. And it used to be something that was kind of like precious. That's just like, hey, don't just be giving it away like that. And now it's to the point where it's just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Which is, one is kind of nasty. Because y'all just spreading shit. Most of y'all niggas ain't wrapping up shit. Just popping motherfucking.
he done got so frustrated he couldn't get his goddamn word right, man.
Say just popping.
Yeah. But it's like, but I look at it like it used to be a thing where if a female was a super freak, most dudes ain't want her. But nowadays, the girl is kind of celebrating the fact that she's a super freak. She's like, my pussy do this, my head game is this.
And
like,
they attracted to that shit.
No, they're not.
A lot of dudes
they want to
the
fuck
dumbest.
that shit.
Yeah, the dumbest.
They want to hit it.
This is the thing. Most of the time, where I ain't gonna lie, that's where a little bit of that little simp argument really came out from. Is from the niggas that would go wife to bitches that everybody ran through after they go through they ran through phase and got 6, motherfucking kids and 80 bodies.
Yeah.
So you be like, damn, nigga, you really. It's a lot of mileage on that used car, my nigga. You might want to do something.
Set the engine light on.
Why
you got 400,000 miles, my nigga. You might need to put some oil in that bitch.
Right. Whole lining going out that shit.
Why do you think it has changed so quick because that's making the youth like
social media.
Social media. Because now it's just like I said, it goes back to what we was talking about at first when we was like that those DMs and motherfuckers basically a lot of girls will have a dude fuck them and think that they do love them, care about them, and that's not truth. That's why you see a lot of girls. Well, all the dudes is chasing after the motherfucking bad bitches and the ones throwing out pussy. They fucking them.
Yeah,
that's about it.
Pussy, yeah.
Most dudes for especially ones who self-conscious about their future and shit, they probably fuck that shit and that's it. They ain't got no attachment to her. They ain't even think about wifing her.
Yeah,
they in their head they like, damn, you can't even.
Yeah.
ain't nobody really gonna run. Ain't nobody gonna motherfucking wife no chick they just seen niggas run a train on. Like it just ain't gonna happen.
I've seen this in real life. I know somebody that wifed them.
That's what I was really saying.
Look. I think let's go back. I don't really like using the word that nigga simp.
Yeah, I know a dude right now that I'm talking about. He married a chick that I'm talking about. Every person that he stood on the corner with was smashing his wife.
He's still with her?
Even his brother was smashing as well.
So is this man still with her?
Yeah, they married.
Damn.
Staying in the same neighborhood with the same people that they all in.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hi,
So-
Keisha. Damn,
That's
that's how
Damn
hurt.
her.
Yeah.
Shit. Pussy got more kids in there than the children's hospital. That shit ain't no good.
Oh man. Damn, bro. That's the first time I heard that.
I know that nigga be eating pussy and just be hearing all the unborn kids just wee, wee.
Mama. Come on, mama.
But I think it's a bad thing to have like pussy like just sell that quick. Like
It's
to
dangerous.
give up yourself. You should realize that you're more precious than that.
Because it's the thing.
You know what I mean?
Like I said, we discussed that a lot of niggas will fuck anything.
Social media.
Niggas will fuck
When you got
anything.
rappers like fucking Cardi B, and then you got fucking what's the other girl that did the WAP song? You got them promoting shit. That's what
Yeah,
you get.
we kind of play a part because we kind of
They think
our-
it's
our
cool to be
music-
a whore now. It's
our music
cool
has
to be a
told
whore
her
now.
to be a whore for so damn long. Dudes' music is like she's a bitch, she's a hoe. That's all they. Know what I mean? So now they portraying it. Know what I mean? And it's fucking up the generation after them because I got a daughter that's in middle school. I opened up her laptop and I looked through some of their photos. It's all seductive in a way. Like that poses of seductiveness. That I'm like, why the fuck is that a thing? But when you look at all they see, that's what they see in the music. And it's like even
don't
the
even know how to
Disney
pose
Channel
no other
shit
way.
is like these kids supposed to be like kind of seductive. And I'm like, man, that shit corny. We're disrupting the kids. They not seeing their
Kid
true
shit.
value. Yeah. I'm like, you're
Just
way
look
more
at the
bigger
kid
than that.
movies and the cartoons when we was coming up, and look at the shit now.
Yeah.
And mama, stop dressing y'all kids like they thoughts like you.
Yes. Or
Right.
trying to live vicarious through them. Because when I was that age, I wanted to do, you would have been wrong at that age, goddammit.
Or dressing your baby, or dressing your son like nigga who left you. Chill out. Side. Y'all
Dressing your son like the nigga who left you. Oh my God. Nigga stupid, man.
Because this shit is getting bad because, like I said, it's interfering with the kids. Because, like I said, relationships are basically like the building blocks of a community. You got to have, the motherfucking relationships got to happen because the parents got to be together. They got to have the kids to make the community grow. So if you have that start to fuck up, you'll start to see problems in the community like we do. Hella bad.
Yeah.
Like these wild ass females too that be out here just partying and turning up, bringing all these dudes home, and you turning up in your house. You got daughters in there too. Y'all got to check yourself too, man.
There's a lot of dudes
Bringing
that need
these
to
men
stop.
around your goddamn daughters.
There's a lot of
and shit.
dudes that have to stop doing it though, because at some point we do got to look at ourselves and be like, if you go to a female house that day, like you met her tonight, now I get it, it's hard to turn down pussy. I get it. But if you just met her today and you go back to her crib and you got to walk past this child sleeping on the couch right here, dog, don't fuck her, fam.
I ain't
I
gonna
wouldn't
lie.
even come back.
I didn't.
At
I
least
didn't have
get
to
to
say
know her
no.
because
Come back.
don't introduce yourself to this family because them kids are gonna see you as a figure, whether it's that whatever. What they see you, a person that's with their mom,
They gonna look up to you.
right
You're a
there.
male figure. They
Do
gonna
not
look up to
come
you.
in and out of somebody's shit like that. You know what I mean? Because you're gonna fuck up their mind. Just leave that shit alone if you ain't really there to commit.
And you just humping the mama.
yeah.
right.
And it's hard to turn it down, but hey, don't do that shit.
Some-
I mean,
yeah,
ain't
some
saying you
type of
can't
morals.
hump the mama, but don't build that bond and be around the family like that. Like you trying to
yeah.
build a forever thing or a family. So I agree with that.
Yeah, and then because some I ain't gonna lie, some of these females be grimy as hell, especially with the kids. Cause like I didn't motherfucker wanted to get in the head with car seat in the back.
With the child in the car seat.
The kid was in it.
That's one of those hell
I
no.
heard, man, I'm telling you, I know some girls that did some wild shit with the baby in the crib in the same room.
I mean, but is the baby really
Not
gonna-
their kid, not the
Oh,
book.
not the
Come
dude
on,
kid.
man.
Okay,
Come on,
okay.
man.
But I say, is the baby gonna know?
It doesn't matter. It's just a respect thing.
Yeah,
Because I swear, I would go to fuck off my baby mother fucking a dude in front of my child, man. Like, you gotta think about it like that. And the baby sitting on the edge of the crib like this, peeking through the little door.
giggling and shit.
Come on, man. That shit ain't good.
All of a sudden he clapping.
Rocking that joint like this.
Good job, mama.
Good.
Damn, cause that is fucked up.
Mama.
And so you gotta have a little bit more respect. And honestly, that's one of those things like you gotta respect your kids a little bit. Little bit. You gotta have some respect because like I said, if you out there, especially if you
What
got
you mean respect?
like respect that in that portion. Like let's say you got like some teen daughters, so to speak. And like you said, you bring a dude home, if y'all on that jump, blah, 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 that's
Yeah.
no respect to
No
them,
respect.
and just as people, like, because you got to think
Oh,
they're mental.
I think the wrong word. I don't know if the right word is respect.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's more of a. Well, I guess you could say respect.
Like
because
human
it's more of
respect.
a-
That's what
yeah,
it is.
yeah.
I'm not. There's two different types of respect. You got the authoritative respect, and then you
Yeah.
have that respect as a
Mutually,
person.
like just because they're there, I won't do this right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's just like if somebody got a kid, like even if they like smoke around, I'm not gonna just blow the smoke right in the kid's face. Like it's fucked up. Like I'm not gonna do that. Like y'all go play. I might smoke around them, but y'all go play. Like over there, wait for me. But it's a certain level of things. Or if somebody be like, hey, I don't really smoke in front of my kids, then I'm gonna go tuck off to where I need to be.
Yeah.
Just that type of respect. And a lot of people don't got that.
I think it's because shit, the elders are getting younger.
Yeah.
Grandma in her goddamn 40s, but like,
Shit, grandma twerking.
yeah,
On the car at the stoplight.
having the balls. Like, so who is really gonna, teach it down for? And then even the ones, the grandmas that's older, the wisdom that they trying to give the younger generation, they don't want it. They're like, you don't know what the fuck you talking about, old lady,
And then
old man. Like,
then the life plays out exactly the way it was said it would. Because it's one of those things where, to be real, if you don't bring nothing to the table but sex, that's all you'll ever be.
yeah,
And most of the time, when a dude sees like a thought, that's a lot of things we got to think about. For one, we got to think about what the fuck could you give me? What the fuck would be the reason we bring you here when I know for a fact you a jump off? So 9 times out of 10, you more likely to cheat.
yeah.
Then it's just like,
Yeah.
what the fuck do you offer me other than that? Now?
Why would I don't understand why would a person cheat with the person, then leave that said person with the one that they cheated with and think that they're gonna look at you wholesome? They're gonna look at you like you're a fucking cheater.
Yeah.
You was cheating with them when they got with you. They're not gonna look at you and be like, oh, I know she's the no. They're gonna see you as a cheater forever. They know you're capable of doing it. You was doing it with them.
I had one ask that.
You think they?
No, I had one. She was trying to stay around. I said, no. I said, you talking to me. We start smashing and everything, but you had a boyfriend
The whole time, like, yeah.
So
I
just
know-
because I said, don't try to bring that problem to me. We friends. We friends. You my homie.
She trying to button you up.
yeah, it's like,
And then when she find the next, she gonna do you, leave you just like she got
Yeah.
you. That's how it go out.
I
That's
said,
how it play out.
that's the thing. I said patterns matter. Everything matters. I said, even if, like, let's say if you got a name out in the streets because you out there doing wild shit. Let's say, as a dude, we get a name out there because we done punch women in their mouth. Several of them in their mouth. They ain't gonna date us.
yeah.
Our name in the streets because we like to slap bitches in the mouth. Like, why the fuck? So why would we date you?
Right.
When we already know what you about.
Yeah. Say no, you.
I
the
said,
cheater.
your credit score is fucked up, girl.
Yeah.
Say every dick you done had, that shit then went down by 25 points.
You asked that question too. You said body count. Does that matter?
Yeah.
You think so?
No,
I don't think it
it's-
matters because I don't think you ever know the truth. And
I don't
like
think
that,
it matters.
You're dealing
I
with
think-
a real honest person,
I think
but
I don't think it's really body count. I think it's more of how you carry.
The history. With the
Yeah, how
body
you carry.
count, how you
Like,
did
could
it.
you imagine, like, this thing? If you got a girl that you don't really know her shit because you don't really hear about her. She might have fucked the dudes that she was with, or she might have been doing some shit on look. Depending on her shit. But most time you don't really hear about her. But if you got a girl that you see that one right there? And look, it's not just one person that said it. Because there's a lot of times niggas lie. But if I go around multiple motherfuckers and they done point at you, I'm like, hey, right there, she get that motherfucking.
yeah,
You said me and my homie hit the joke same time. I can't fucks with you.
yeah.
So
Now,
you going blow for blow.
now, say if you just meet her off the humbug, like she ain't from your town, none of that. People around you don't know that. But she tell you that she got a high ass body count. She ain't about that right now. She ain't hoeing.
It
no more.
depends.
She
It
ain't doing
depends.
none
It
of that.
depends. What we talking?
But does it matter?
Well, no, what we talking? Because
Any
it does.
number.
It does matter. It does matter. Because
do
I ain't
though.
gonna lie. Because if it's a high, you might say maybe 15, 20. If you up there in age type deal. Yeah, I can't really say shit. You done had a lot of boyfriends in your lifetime. Can't be mad because I can't say you weren't supposed to fuck your boyfriend.
Yeah.
But you come at me and say, anybody count you
32.
got, and you got to look up in the air like,
Wow,
I
wow,
don't
wow,
know.
wow.
See, that's why I never understood.
So I gotta pull up the whole facts.
Yeah, the whole facts. See, I never understood why the side chick tried to be the main. That's what they got in the comments. Side chicks should understand that. Now, once again,
You know what it is?
I'm against the
'Cause
cheating thing.
that man that's messing with that side chick is that's the one he talked to the most. That's what all his problems he going through with his main chick. He telling that side chick that shit. So she basically comforting him. So that's why she feel like she's more important because she like, oh, he come to me with all his problems and he talks to me about. That's what the fucking issue.
That's exactly what it is because she's that opening ear because he actually wants to tell the main chick all of the stuff that he tells the side chick, but he can't.
Because she.
Right. So, but the other one is way more understanding.
Standing and listening because she's trying to get that position. Now, I will say this is sometimes that, because I'm not going to lie, I'm not going to say that I've never cheated and had a side chick in my lifetime. But sometimes you don't even got to be telling them and shit and they be trying to be the man. They ain't going to hold you. Sometimes you just like, damn, motherfucking work was hard today. I'm tired of this shit.
But it's that was something about you. It was the same reason why the main girl wanted you. I mean, they was already attracted to that, but then once you start putting that extra onto it, they really want it. You know what I'm saying?
Now they competing.
Because
he's giving me information.
And
he
crazy
gonna
thing
talk
is, that's exactly why the shit ended.
And the side chick feel like she's competing even more because she's the only one that knows that there's two women. The main don't know.
And he ain't venting to the main
Yeah,
about her.
about
If
her,
they
nah.
had problems. He just got an attitude one day and said, "What the fuck I do?" And nothing.
And hey, look,
You know what I mean?
unless you that nigga motherfucking Ghost from Power, I ain't gonna lie, that nigga had the hardest line ever. This dude side chick died, and he told his wife, "Give me a minute, the love of my life just died."
Oh my God.
I said, "Oh shit." That is one of the
That
most
was some
gangster
gangster
shit in the world.
God damn.
But at that point, if it was, let's just say if it was on some real shit, at that point that you knew that was the love of your life, why not leave the main chick and just go be with that motherfucker? Why drag a person through it? Like, what's the point of that?
Some side chicks like that shit. They like being the side piece.
Yeah, they did.
And they don't mind being the side piece.
Some main chicks don't care either.
But at that point, it's not really a cheating factor. You know what I'm saying? That's an understanding.
No, not all the time. Some main chicks, they know they do cheating, but they just like, shit, I'm cool. I got life to live. Which is weird.
Where they at?
That's one of the
That's some
things.
crazy
I would love to
motherfuckers,
talk to one of them like that because I'm like, are you with them for them or is something that he has that you willing to overlook this to obtain the things that he got? Because that's what that sounds like to me. Like, is whether it's his house, his car, his money, whatever, you're willing to overlook this shit for that because I don't see no other reason.
Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie.
Because if it was Oprah, I don't give a fuck how many dicks she sucked. I'm say, I brought some other dudes for you, but I wouldn't care.
So just keep your socks on.
I'll be with her for a whole year, just transferring money to my bank account. Then I bounce. Like, she ain't for me, but that money was
I don't even need transferring the money. I just already bought everything I want.
cash.
And the shit
Car
that,
paid
and
for.
the shit that I didn't want, I got it sitting in my use haul storage so I can sell that motherfucking shit as soon as we break up. So when we break it up, it's all right. I got a Maserati, 2 boats, and 8 cars in that motherfucker.
Are you one of the people that say, because I am, cheating is the final draw?
Yeah.
Me too. How about you?
I say depends on the situation.
Not for me. Ain't no other situation.
It's like, nah, I'm just saying. me personally, I couldn't deal because I can't trust you after that, especially if I know what you did.
I don't want to
can't.
fuck you no more.
It's
Yeah.
That's my main
The
issue.
argument's gonna get worse. I'm not gonna look at you the same no more. Every time I'm hitting it, I'm gonna think somebody else was in it behind me. It's
Yeah.
not gonna work.
Yeah,
So,
definitely if you married, you want to know that there would never be another. Now, once another comes along, it's like, well, I don't want it no more. Like, what would be the point of that?
Yeah. Especially like if another one come along, it's just like, shit, might as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't do it either, because I ain't gonna lie. Just the motherfucker, you said you couldn't fuck her no more. I ain't kissing the bitch. You messing around being, fuck that. Put no motherfucking kids on my goddamn lips.
she was just sucking Billy dick at the beach.
Nope. But you that's why I say I would rather someone just came out and just flat out told me. Now, I mean, don't put me through all that because, number one, you got to be a strong ass shit. This ain't even just man. I mean, male or female, to take the news that you just caught somebody cheating. That's how people zap out. Now, I mean, so just tell somebody you ain't want them no more. Don't put yourself through that because
Let me ask y'all this: how can y'all handle a situation if y'all walked in and seen somebody in the bed with your spouse?
Like I said, in the bed.
Because you say, you know what, you got it. I'm gonna leave. I'm just gonna leave.
No, I'm not gonna leave. They gotta get out of this.
I think honestly, I could sit here and say that I'd probably be like, man, fuck it, go, y'all got to get the fuck out. But honestly, it's that.
There you have it. That's Bangno coming through the door right there.
You said that's what the fuck it is.
That's what Bangno only come through the door, man.
At the end of the day, I feel like that shock value is what gets it. And that's with anything. The shock value is what gets
that
it
dumb look
all.
face, that dumb ass face.
Because this thing, if somebody was to tell you didn't see it, that's a lot. That's for real. And that's already a lot of emotions when somebody just tell you that, hey, I cheated. You know what I mean? But to see it, that's for one, you finding out all your emotions, everything's vitalized.
And it's right in front of you.
Right in front of you. Your mind go through so many emotions and thoughts at one fucking time that's how zapping out just fucks people up.
Yeah. Because if you heard about it, you ain't, you know what I mean? You don't know who it is.
It's different.
Yeah.
But when you walk in and see somebody drill your wife,
and then you don't even know how it happened. You just know she cheated. But to go in there, you just see caught.
Don't let it be in your bed.
With your socks on.
Don't let it be in your bed and
with
you
your
ain't fucking your wife.
socks on.
Let it be in your bed and you ain't even hitting your wife.
He tearing her up.
Tearing her
and
ass
she's
up.
screaming in a way you ain't even
Never heard it before.
I'm killing everything.
and then you want to be in the crib I pay for?
Now,
it ain't gonna go that easy.
On all seriousness, though,
that's some fucked up ass shit.
If when I was younger, I probably would have been like, yeah, I'm taking them out. Both of them gotta go. Now, me now, have her. Like,
man, y'all niggas lying like shit,
look,
man.
No, I look at it like,
especially with somebody you love, man.
No, because I look at it like through a whole marriage, there's been countless days of the week that opportunities came up to you where you could have did exactly what she's doing, and you chose not to because you love her. Now, just you can. She was enjoying it. All right, well, this same room, I'm gonna be fucking like Shreem tonight. So what? Now I can, but. Chick gonna move on. Now he can have her and whatever baggage that comes with it. But life goes on. Because I'm not gonna put that stain on me.
You's a good man. You's a good man. Because
I don't. Because
if I kill him, I'm going.
No, I'm going. I ain't gonna say what I'm gonna do,
but he might get his head knocked through the motherfucker.
I'm not gonna say he's not gonna get no paws put on him. That's like you in my house. Like
something got to give. But guess what? You walked in, but you ain't walking out.
Yeah, but he definitely can have her.
He ain't walking out.
But he definitely got to catch his hand because if it's in my house in my bed, nigga, you walk past so many photos. You walk past my kids' photos.
Exactly. Because after what I do to you, I'm gonna sit and smoke a blunt, talk to you while you bleeding out.
But he definitely can have her.
Doing all that.
Ain't no more working out.
Oh yeah. There's no working out.
No, it's no work.
And I don't have those feelings where it's like, nah, I feel like somebody else didn't have it. Now I got to prove something, so I got to keep her to prove that I don't need to do that. Because a lot of people do that. They be like, well, I can.
That's a person that blames themselves and say, well, they cheated because I wasn't due. I don't give a shit what I didn't do. Fuck that.
You cheated because you wanted to cheat.
Yeah,
most definitely. That's that excuse they try to do to make niggas feel bad. That is a fact.
Yeah, I cheated because you wasn't due. No, you cheated because you was horny. Like, just stop doing that. Don't say that bullshit.
So, as soon as they say you cheated, bitch, get the fuck out of my house before we tie this conversation. So you just gonna put me out like that? Yes. But what about the kids? You ain't give a fuck.
Okay, got a question for you. You with the women. Let's say this is all hypothetical now. Now, it's gonna sound, because I got, you with the women and you got stepchildren, but you've been with this person, let's just say 20 years or some shit, and they cheat. Now, the youngest of the children is, let's just say, 9 or 7. You leave the situation. Are you take them kids with you? Do you leave them behind with her, the one that cheated? But you didn't build a bond with all of them. Do you bounce?
I feel like that's the hardest thing ever.
Because
I was actually, regarding your question, it was something about that. It was talking about like why a lot of dudes don't be like dating a woman with kids, and it was for that very same reason. And the dude was like, because look, at the end of the day, if I take a kid and I raise it, that bond is gonna be there. So if you just decide to pack up and leave one day, I have absolutely no legal rights to him. So to put myself in that situation, for one, I would have to be strong. And if you got dudes that's telling you no, you can't be mad at them for that, because that's a lot to take on. But then you question, That's just like one of them questions. Like if your girl cheated and she fucking you didn't know about it, come to find out the kid ain't yours after 9 years. What you do?
That goes. What that one is? Fuck her. I'm sorry. I don't know. If that's my only child, right?
I think I still play my part
If that's my, I'm not
because it's been 9 years. Why am I gonna bring that bullshit and try to cause confusion if we already had that
I would
bond?
play that part.
I would
with
still
the
play my
child.
part, but I would cut
But I
ties
would
with
cut
her.
yeah, there we go.
Yeah, most
Cut
definitely.
ties with her.
Yeah, I cut ties.
But if that
with her.
child younger, I'm gonna say 1 to 4. I mean,
I'm out.
fuck that baby.
God damn, y'all harsh as
They
fuck.
ain't even remember me, fam.
I
Man,
ain't
you
gonna
been
lie.
around that
I
baby
gotta-
for 4
I
years.
gotta peel out.
You been around that
I gotta
baby
fill
for
out.
4 years.
4
Y'all
years
is
that they
common as
not gonna
hell.
remember.
Cuz.
What was you doing at 4 years old? Tell me how much was it?
Can
You
I-
don't remember.
I don't remember.
Exactly. Like
Damn,
In
that's
the, in the
crazy.
words of somebody very famous, can I just say this? Fuck them kids.
you found out that ain't your child, shit, leave. 4 years old, shit. Yeah, I get
what
it. 9,
if you
10.
find out it's a few of them that ain't yours? Like you come to find out, maybe we got like
Wait, okay, so you got like a clan of kids. you got like 7 kids, 5 kids, and come find out 3 of them, 4 of them ain't yours.
5 of them ain't yours. You got 2.
Well,
with
fuck
them.
all of them. Except for the 2 that's mine.
Damn,
Okay. Go take that up with your mama.
y'all some harsh niggas, man.
What you mean? It
Damn.
depends on how old they are. If they
Hey,
at the age
hey,
where they ain't
hey.
So
gonna
you was in
remember,
the child
hey.
life for 4 years. You gonna roll out?
I ain't
they're
gonna lie.
not gonna remember me, fam.
No,
God
I ain't
damn.
gonna lie though. If it
little
come
bit
out, if
older
it
than
come
that.
out
You can't even
that
buy them some Twizzler pills before you
multiple-
roll out. None of that.
If
shit.
it come out that multiple of the kids ain't mine, I ain't gonna lie, I'm motherfucking traumatizing the whole family. I'm out.
But no.
Disappearing.
I'm not.
So the whole house gonna be
They
sad
could be
tonight.
15. I don't give a. I'm disappearing.
No, 15 I wouldn't.
Gone.
Because they don't know that. That was their
gone.
mama. That was their mama's issue. Know what I mean,
That's their
15
mama
is
send the bear.
That nigga said 15.
No, that's
Gone.
too much. That's too much because, I mean,
That's gonna be a sad house.
Yeah, I'm too far going into it at that point. 15
You
years
knee
old.
deep. You in
Yeah.
there.
No, I got traumatized whole family.
Damn, it's
Whole
gonna be a
family.
sad house.
Yup. Everybody
Say
has
pops
sad.
just rolled out.
So I'm going to go get some milk.
Pretty
Hey,
much.
Speaking on this milk shit, I told my
I ain't
was
paying
playing,
the bills no more, nothing.
This happened weird. So I was playing one time and talking about, you know how the little old time stories when the dad said I'm going to get some milk and they never come back. Know what I mean, so I'm leaving out the house. Know what I mean, I say I'm going to get some milk. I'm really going to get some milk. Come to find out my daughter in the house crying and everything. She thinking I'm about to go get some milk and never come the fuck back. I'm like, oh
God
shit.
damn.
Thought she was gonna get some milk for real.
So this thing.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. It was one movie on Disney that did that shit. I ain't gonna lie. I found that shit funny as a bitch. I said they really did that shit. Motherfucker, it was the only movie that you see like a family of black people. The black dude and his son getting a motherfucker argument. And like he had said something to his dad and his dad just got mad, looked down, said, about to go get some milk. Just went out the
walked
door.
out.
I'm just looking at y'all like, I said, Disney, y'all some funny motherfuckers, man.
But anyways, back to what we were saying that I think 15 years old is too damn. If you got somebody 15 years old and you find out they're not yours, you might as well.
I ain't
you
gonna
don't
lie.
stay with a girl, but that's your kids.
I ain't gonna lie though.
Depends on how long you was there.
It honestly, if I'm gonna be real, I might be gone for a little while anyway. Cause mom might get knocked clear through the water. I don't really like
So I'm gonna be locked up
saying
anyways.
that cause I'm not gonna kill her because that's kind of fucked up. But I might put pause on her like my name is motherfucking Goku and she motherfucking Frieza. She might gotta get that shit. Quick fast. Pop, pop, pop.
Like I said, when I was
You think about this.
When I was
you that took care of all these kids. And ain't 2 of them yours.
This nigga say
And
rocking the
so
sock.
I said majority rules that I gotta rock you.
no,
Cause if you had 2 that was mine and one that
damn.
won't, I might just took the 2 that's mine and left. But majority rules voted for you to get knocked the fuck out.
all right. So, but no, because at the
Yes.
end of the day, I just look at it like if I was younger, I probably had the same mind state. But I kind of look at it like I'm not going to jail for nobody. Period. I'm just gonna leave.
I'm okay with assault
I'm a-
battery in that case.
Fight.
Because if definitely that is a lot to take on. I mean, you find out that these kids ain't yours and this and that. You're gonna want to knock your teeth out, but for what? Now they ain't your kids and you in a box. It ain't changed.
So you lost.
They still ain't your kids.
Mhm. You lost either way.
See, the thing about it is, it's like I want to agree because honestly, I believe you're 100% correct. But mentally, just this thing, this how I know that it's not good. I literally just picture the motion in my head, and I just know not now. I feel like I might feel bad.
Whoever he get with, she bite that cheek. Let that baby come out, and that ain't his. Now I do, I do believe that tests should be mandatory.
Most
at
definitely.
birth. You know what I'm saying?
And I feel like I need some reimbursement. If it ain't
Mine, yours,
I need some reimbursement.
It should be like that too.
Say, okay. They be like, well, like you ain't gonna do nothing but punish the child. Put that bitch on the payment plan.
I'm not messing with this dude. Okay, so wait a minute. So if you invested, let's just say 5 years into a child, you found out it ain't yours. You need some kickback.
I need all 5 of them years back. I need all my shit back. Diaper money. If I ever popped up with some McDonald's, you gonna have me nigga receipts.
That nigga say he need the McDonald's money back.
I pay for everything with Apple Pay. So all my shit say, bitch, this shit $9.53 in 2000. Goddamn 26. I'ma need that back right there.
And that was Donut Connection.
That man full of that receipts in court. But yeah, listen, I think if it was those type of things put in place, even though that's a little bit, but it would be less cheating. It would be less people stepping out if they knew that
it had consequences, actual consequences.
Yeah, it's kind of in their favor because they can cheat and just be like, hey, they can cheat with 3 dudes, and today they be like, well, I'm gonna just say he's the father, and we're gonna go with that because I like him more. 9 times out of 10, he ain't gonna ask for the test because he know that you're gonna be mad. Know what I mean? So
not me.
He gonna grow up just thinking that's his dad, and it is what it is. You're like, I'm asking for the test. You should. You know what I mean?
It doesn't even matter. Be mad as motherfucker at me. I already got it.
I agree.
Yeah.
I already got it. You let a girl say, no, you can't get one. Now I'm really going to get one.
Because baby pics and all that's all lies. Everybody mother said the same thing. Looks just like you. You do that for 18 years and he looked just like him and find out it ain't even his. Lying. You just wanted it to be like him.
I be hearing that shit. I was walking outside. My mama and guys, honey, they said that shit. He looks just like you. Lying whore.
Times
they used to say that shit all the time.
You look just like your dad. Stop it. What y'all lying about?
Bro, you know the shit that pissed me off the most? When I went to motherfucking high school with Aunt. Now, honestly, we was so close in age that we just start calling each other like cousins and shit. So, but like motherfuckers was real life being like, hey, y'all look just alike. Y'all like siblings. And the shit that pissed me off so bad is that first of all, I'm new here. Y'all done known this girl goddamn her whole fucking life, and you ain't know that I'm not her fucking sibling.
But people just say that. It's all cap. Like you gotta go check to see if that's your goddamn child. Don't worry about she gonna be mad that you went and go check. She was gonna be mad that you didn't get the right sandwich. It doesn't matter. She'll be mad at something. Go check to see if that's your baby.
Because you might save yourself a pretty penny.
That's God.
Because I ain't gonna lie.
It's gonna start an argument, but it's worth it.
So they agree with the mandatory test and the reimbursement. It would be less people cheating if you had to. If they knew that if he finds out that that's not my child, and you got to reimburse.
And it's a mandatory test after you had a baby or before. Yeah,
it should be mandatory test for sure. Starting right now.
That'd be tight. That'd be tight.
You talking about so many households? What percentage would you say households will be fucked right now if they say, hey, they're giving out free? Test that you'll check your children.
Seeing that the fact that a lady said 40% of cases that come,
be fucked up.
She said 40% of the cases that come in there is usually not the father.
It'd be so many fucked up households.
And that's just off the ones that go tested. She said most time people do not even find out until it's like a deathbed situation.
Some like health shit.
No, like deathbed. Like the person then came out like they wanted to.
If that shit came out, domestic violence going up, child support going up. What else can I say?
Child support to who?
I mean, well,
yeah.
Dang.
But you know who she paying child support to? Me, goddamn it, because I want all my shit
that's
back.
What it gotta be.
All my shit.
And don't let me have paid for the hospital bill. I want that shit back too.
Yeah. It's
college fund.
It's fucked up to know that a lot of us are walking around with pops that ain't your pops. Been your daddy all your life. Your daddy. You done met your daddy at the cookout. You ain't know though. Know what I mean? It just is what it is, man. It's just how it's. what it is. Because we all know that we have fucked with chicks that had dudes.
Mm-hmm.
We went about our life and
Yeah, and they
just is
went
what
back.
it is. And they went back.
And they didn't want to tell
And
you.
he did all this rubbing on the belly. Look at my baby kicking.
See, I knew I felt a little headache. Look, I'm sitting there like, damn, I feel a headache.
Said before the baby shower.
Look, that's the problem now. We having more gender reveals than motherfucking weddings.
Yeah.
I'm tired of that shit. Mm-hmm. And it'd be crazy because a lot of times you be seeing the motherfucking two couples at the motherfucking gender reveal because they ain't never been together.
Yeah, that's a fact. They just fucked, and now she's pregnant.
And now they didn't had to come out their regular lives to come together for this shit.
And that be capped sometimes too. That gender reveal shit is like, y'all celebrating today. Y'all were just arguing in the car on the way to the gender reveal. Y'all got here and y'all ain't saving how y'all gonna raise this child. Y'all ain't putting up. Y'all ain't got no plan at all. Y'all really don't like each other. Just like fucking.
It's all because it's trendy.
And the crazy thing is,
That
the
shit
kid is gonna
trendy.
make it worse.
You ain't had that shit back in the day. We was coming up like that. You had a baby shower.
And that's how I know. The
A
reason I know
regular-ass baby
trends
shower.
work is because we have a show called, what was that teenage pregnancy shit? What's that shit that come on?
Teen Mom.
Teen
Yeah.
Mom. Man, you don't think that's, them teens are watching this shit thinking that it's okay? Even trying to be hopeful to maybe get on that show. Like you ain't promoting good shit.
Shit, that shit goes all the way down to the motherfucking pronouns. I ain't never so many he, them, they, them, her, hers on the motherfucking shit.
Cause I go pick up some people the other day, fam. And it's two grown ass men. I can see they got the men, know what I mean, full beard and everything. But one of them, I guess he's the female. Know what I mean? And the other one like, yeah, she lost the keys and she did this and I'm like, I don't know what to call the motherfucker. I can see with my eyes like that's a grown ass man. Like he got on woman clothes, but I can really see this shit.
So you see me seeing you know me, motherfucker.
It was so hard for me to hold my tongue. I'm like, damn it, man. You know what the fuck I'm trying to, you know what you are, type shit. Like I didn't know how to approach the situation. So I just was like, yeah, they said, because.
Nah, when I seen the one said they was having a period, I'm just like. I really seen this shit in Walmart. Like this motherfucker really was in there looking at tampons and pads. I'm just looking at him like
Seen more baby showers than weddings. That's a fact, yeah.
Ain't that some-
tampons and
What the
pads.
fuck was he putting it at in his ass?
That's what I want to figure out.
The fuck? That's crazy. That's crazy.
He was really in Walmart. The Walmart, like the one we buy us.
That was for his mom's.
No, he was in there jump really talking about it. He said, I don't know which one to get. I want a period. My stomach hurts. I'm just...
Listen.
No comment.
I'm glad we coming to the end of this episode because that was about to be a whole.
Yeah, it was ready to go
it's
somewhere.
like, fam, if you are a gay person, so what? Who cares that you're gay? You just so happen to be a man that likes men. That does not make you a lady.
No.
You're not a woman. You just so happen to be a man that likes a man. Okay, be free, do your thing. But that don't mean you're a woman. Like, what? Come on. Like, what are we doing here? That's,
I'm a lady.
Dog, you seen that one interview with that one black dude, dog. He said, we're here with the gay rights activists. He said, why are you gay? She said, who says I'm gay? He said, you are gay. But I finally seen the whole joint. And my man said, she was like, I am transgender and I like women. And so he was like, so who is gay? Like that man didn't have no, he was just confused as shit. And
I got a question. Well, I'm gonna save it for next time. Appreciate y'all for pulling up with us, man, at King's Table, Beltway Radio and beyond, man. Until next time, J City, King Smoke, Bang Dope in the building, man. We gonna end y'all with this 757 Nalo and be on the lookout
Farrakhan
for
for
Cognac
president.
and Moscato, Juneteenth everywhere.
I've been running my game in the city. cities that don't play. V8 where every artist got their own lane. Good fellas rub them wrong, where you stand is where you lay. I saw another one, so I guess today's a good day. And my whole perspective changes, why I see different. And I'm on another plane, so I see distance. It's street lights. My whole team gifted. That's why my tomorrow's doping and what my dream picture. Said I'm a 757, young and living like a king. Took a chance on myself, now every day is like a dream. And we on another plane. We ain't worried about the scene, but every time we in your time, you know that we gon' do our thing. But everybody, putting on for the cities, putting on for the cities, putting on for everybody. And Lord willing, I'ma have the fam eating, loving life, living well like a round tack.